Yep.
You're watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.
You're listening to Martin County Football on The Sports Objective. Tune in all season long as play-by-play voice Dave Richmond and former Williamston High School head coach and Eastern North Carolina legend Harold Robertson bring you all the action. Send us your comments throughout the game on YouTube and Facebook. Follow us on social media at The Sports OBJ on X, at The Sports Objective on Instagram and TikTok. Like and follow our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now let's go out to the stadium. Here's the voice of Martin County football, Dave Richmond. Welcome into the Sports Objective and our coverage of Martin County High School football. Dave Richmond will be with you shortly, and I'm very excited for the home opener tonight as Martin County is hosting Ayden-Grifton, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in with time running tight. We're going to have our pregame show with our interviews with Ayden-Grifton head coach Paul Cornwell and Coach Mike Sartain of Martin County. So we'll begin things with our chat with Paul Cornwell. I had the opportunity to catch up with him just a couple of days ago, and let's go to that conversation with Paul Cornwell, the new old coach of Ayden-Grifton right now. Taking a look at tonight's opponent, the Ayden-Grifton Chargers visiting Williamston, victorious last week and taking down Wilson Prep. Right now I'm joined by the head coach who's very familiar with that Ayden-Grifton program, Paul Cornwell. Coach, we appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys.
No doubt. Your ball club was victorious a week ago, 10-8 over Wilson Prep, and we'll talk about that in a moment and what this year's team is shaping up to be. But after 3 years in administration, you decided to get back into it. Your return to the sideline at a program where you had so much success, winning 132 ball games, I think, 6 conference titles, and then also nearly winning a state title. So how has that transition gone?
It's been great. The kids have been very receptive. The coaching staff has really come together. I think we're definitely headed in the right direction. We had a good spring and summer, and we had a good start to the season so far. So we're still a work in progress, but we're excited about the direction we're heading.
Like I mentioned, with that transition back to the program that you're so familiar with, so many relationships built down through the years, and listening to other interviews with you, such as the High School Huddle on Pirate Radio with Morgan Ehlers, I heard you referencing your coaching staff. Tell our listeners a little bit about that coaching staff. I know it has some of your former players.
Yeah, I've been very, very fortunate to be surrounded by a lot of guys who either played for me or coached with me previously. So that familiarity is very important, and I think it's really helped with our transition. So I think we only have a couple of guys on the entire staff that, like I said, were not either played for me or have coached with me previously. So that's been a big plus for sure.
I recall back, maybe it was your last season prior to going into administration, you talking about numbers with Clip Brock on Pirate Radio. So where do your numbers stand this year, and how's that shaping up?
Well, our numbers are good right now. The program has not had a JV team for the last 3 years. So this year, one of the big goals going into with the spring was to really get involved with the middle schools and really get those kids out. And we may have as many freshmen out for football as we've maybe ever had. So we have enough for a JV and a varsity team. The JVs open up this week as well. So, it's good. I think the kids have come out. They've really responded. I think we're probably in the neighborhood of about 60 kids in the program right now, and probably at least 40 of those are either freshmen or sophomores. So we're relatively young. But they're all really good kids. We're still learning about football. We're learning how to practice. We're learning how to do all the little things, but I think we're definitely headed in the right direction.
As I mentioned in the open, a 10-8 win last week in your season opener over at Wilson Prep. Tell us a little bit about that game. Who stood out and on each side of the ball, and who, and outside of that, who would look good in preseason practice as you move into week 2.
Well, Wilson Prep is a very, very talented team. I think in 1A they're going to do a lot of damage. They've probably got at least a couple of Division I guys on that team. We played, we didn't play our best, and I don't think they did either. But we had a lot of opportunities to score that we kind of shot ourselves in the foot. But I thought our quarterback Ashton Watkins had a good game. Jack Ewell caught some big passes for us on offense. I thought he played a good game on defense, playing some linebacker. I thought Joe Anderson on the defensive line really played well, got a lot of pressure on the quarterback, had a big sack late in the game. And we had, I think Jeremiah Pittman had an interception late in the game that kind of got things turned around to where we put together our big drive late that led to the field goal that won the game.
Final question for you, as you prepare for Martin County, tonight's opponent, talk about what you had seen from them on film. They suffered a 32-21 hard-fought defeat to North Pitt over in Bethel last Friday night. But like I said, that was a back-and-forth game that North Pitt put away late. North Pitt obviously led by C.J. Wilson, East Carolina standout from back in the skip hole cheers. But what can you tell us about Mike Sartain's ball club and what you saw from them on film?
Well, physically, they look a lot like every, Riverside, team or South Creek teams that we've seen over the years. They're very athletic. They have good size up front. They got a lot of good pieces for sure. And I think they're going to, anytime you're going through the transition that those guys are going through, it's going to take some time. But you can definitely see there's a lot of talent there. I've known Coach Sartain for a long time. He's a hard worker. He does a great job in the weight room. So he's gonna get it done. But for us, we really kind of focus on us and really on what we're trying to do and how we prepare. So it doesn't really not so much that we're not worried about them, but it's more worried about us, I guess we should say. But they have got a lot of talent, and we expect that they'll come out and playing at home will be a big boost for them. So we're going to have to be able to overcome all of that and play well.
We appreciate a few minutes of your time, Coach Cornwell, and best of luck to you and the Chargers throughout the 2023 season.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate you having us.
That was Paul Cornwell, the new head coach who had so much success in his previous stint at Ayden-Grifton. Like I mentioned, nearly won a state championship, 6 conference titles, and after a 3-year stint in administration, he decided to get back into coaching football and is on the sideline for the Chargers in 2023. Now, without any further ado, let's hear from the head coach of Martin County, and that is, of course, Mike Sartain. Dave caught up with him yesterday, and hear the thoughts of the first-year head coach of Martin County football, Mike Sartain.
Well, we're here in the pregame show as we get ready for a big game. It's the first game under the Coach Sartain era in the Valley, the Swamp, as some people say. And, Coach, very excited to have you here pregame as we're getting ready for the game tonight against Ayden-Grifton, and just want to get your thoughts. First, let's go back to last week real quick on North Pitt. How did you think the guys did overall? I know you're disappointed with the loss, but a lot of bright spots.
Oh, yeah. I was happy with our kids' effort throughout the game. I think we had a real tough time battling cramps and the heat, and I'm hoping that's not the same issue this Friday night because it's going to be super hot again. But I thought the kids did a good job competing all the way through. I mean, with a little over 3.5, 4 minutes left in the game, it was 24-21, and we got a chance to pull it out at the end if we can hold them to a field goal and get a good offensive drive put together. But that didn't work out, and we reloaded this week. We spent a lot of time working on the things we had problems with. Worked on a lot of tackling, alignment on defense, and offensively worked on our blocking schemes up front, and I think we'll be a lot more sound this week. So we're trying to clean up all the errors from week 1 to week 2, and usually that's when you make the most progress during the season is week 1 to week 2. So that's what we're hoping for.
Absolutely. I've been out to practice a few times. I know Coach Robinson was here on the call with me tonight. He came out of the scrimmage in Washington, and one of the things he talked about, Coach, is speed. And he told me Coach Robinson was a high school football coach when I was at Williamston many years ago, and he told me, I'll never forget, while I was in high school, he said, David, you can't coach speed. You've got a lot of speed on your team, and I know you're happy about that.
Oh, yeah. I've never been blessed with a team with this much speed. I mean, it's totally different. My job right now, I'm trying to get all of them the ball in space as much as I can and give them an opportunity to use that to our advantage. So, yeah, we definitely got some guys. I mean, Josh Shepard had a good game. He had an incredible 70-yard run, was great. Yes. And his run, that first touchdown in Martin County football, as the new consolidation has happened, he had the first touchdown, that 35-yarder on the option. So that was a great run. I mean, he's got some wheels. We got to get him the ball more, and hopefully have more opportunities.
That's what I was going to say, Coach. It was really funny because I think it was the second touchdown, but it was really funny because Coach Robinson said you need to give number 2 the ball, and sure enough, the next play was to him. And I said, you must have a way that you can get into Coach Sartain's headset because it was hilarious to have that. And I know that you guys have been, you were talking about getting him the ball more. He's a kid that could be playing on Saturdays. I really believe he has a shot, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the best thing about him is that he's got great work ethic. He's got the natural speed, which, like Coach said, you can't coach that. That just, you got it or you don't. And he's only a sophomore. So,
wow.
Yeah, most of this team is sophomores. We only have 4 seniors right now. So the future is very bright. He's a sophomore. Killebrew's a sophomore. Bass Knight's a sophomore. We lose 2 seniors off the offensive line. The rest are 2 sophomores and a freshman right now. So, yeah.
So you have a lot of experience. You have a lot of talent for sure, but now it's just a question of experience. Speaking of which, congratulations. I know last night, back on Wednesday night, you guys got a big win at Ayden-Grifton. I think it was 16-8. Can you talk about the JV team? And speaking of the future, really happy to see a win for you guys.
Oh yeah, the JV team, man, I tell you, it's been a lot of fun trying to put that together. We have roughly 52 players total in the program right now, and last night we dressed 26 for the JV game. Some of those guys are players who will play JV and varsity until they exhaust all of their quarters allowed to play varsity. But again, another young team. They're all freshmen and sophomores. Almost, I think 18 or 16 out of the 26 are freshmen.
Wow.
So that's really good. And we expect to have a pretty big freshman class next year as well. So the way the program's, growing from right now, from the base up, JV team, they did really well. I mean, we had some big plays, interception at the end of the game to seal it. We had a kickoff return for a touchdown after they had just tied the game. to make it 8-8 in the fourth, and then we returned the next kickoff for a touchdown.
Wow!
One of our sophomores, Adrian Hudgens, and so it was a really exciting game. I was so happy for those kids because, obviously we wished we had won last Friday night, but for them to rally together, and I told them, you're making history tonight as the first JV team in a long time, first JV Martin County football team,
right.
and to get that win is pretty cool. So.
In fact, I think it's the first time, off the top of my head, I think it's the first time in 3 years we've had a JV team, so really excited about that. And Coach, I know that speaking of the future, with this program, speaking of my son playing rec ball, we've got kids all the way from flag football all the way up. I'm pretty confident to say this, but if you look at flag, you look at 8 under, 10 under, 12 under, you're looking at kids, it's 20-some in every single group. And then the middle school, with Coach Floyd, those guys haven't lost a game in 2 years, and hopefully we can make it 3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the exciting things about the program when I came here. I know the tradition and history of Williamston, and now you combine it all together as Martin County. It's definitely a program on the rise, and I think the next several years are going to be really exciting. That the Coach Floyd does a great job at the middle school teaching them the fundamentals, and then they come up to the high school, and I can kind of progress on that into our schemes on offense and defense. But when they're getting the good basic fundamentals in the youth leagues and all the way up, that really helps the program overall. So I look forward to seeing all those guys play whenever I can get a chance to get out there this fall, too.
It's very exciting. I'm looking forward to, one of the things that hurt, and we'll move on to Ayden-Grifton when you're playing tonight. I know you're getting ready for the game. But one of the things that hurt us, Coach, as you know, and hurt a lot of programs is COVID. And we didn't have a program rec for 2 straight years. It really hurts. But the good news is those kids are coming out in huge numbers, and the same thing for you guys at the middle and high school level. Let's move on to Ayden-Grifton. I know you've watched film. I know you can't tell us everything about your game plan, but what have you learned about the team, and what can we expect tonight?
Hopefully we're going to clean up our blocking up front. We worked on that, and we're still going to be we're going to try to be as balanced as possible, but I'm more of a tradition of we're going to try to run the football and get that ball in space with our speed athletes as much as we can. Ayden-Grifton presents a different problem because Coach Cornwell traditionally has been a wing T guy, a spread wing T. And this year he's going empty sets and lots of screens, lots of smoke screens, and that first game they showed a lot of air raid offense.
Wow.
So it's going to be interesting. We're going to definitely have some challenges matching up against them because of how they do spread the field, and their quarterback does a good job getting the ball out quick. Defensively, they fly around. They're not very big, but they're fast and they play hard. And they kept in that game against Wilson Prep just by basic grittiness on defense. So it's going to be a dogfight, I'm sure. Hopefully we can make enough plays to come out on top.
Yeah, well, just like you said, Austin, give it to number two, and all those guys. Looking forward to the game tonight, Coach. Appreciate your time. I know that you're busy getting ready, and you spent time with us. And good luck to you tonight, and we'll talk to you later on.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
There you have the pregame thoughts of Mike Sartain, the first-year head coach of Martin County High School football. Dave Richmond will be joining you shortly with the call for tonight's game as Martin County is hosting Ayden-Grifton.
All right, welcome into
the start of the game. It's a little bit in progress. 9:51. Martin County coach just intercepted the ball deep into the Charger territory. About the 24, coach?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're trying something different this year. We're going to go first down, Marco.
All right. Well, there's a move up run up the middle. About the 15-yard line, coach. Nice run right up the middle.
They're pulling guard, David.
And they're moving to the line of scrimmage here. Martin County football. Joe Maynard for 5 at the quarterback tonight. And the handoff again, and it's tripped up in the backfield. Nice defensive stop for Ayden-Grifton, coach. They read that play and all the way.
Well, and they're pulling guard, David, and the key to stopping guard play is have your linebacker read the guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's help our offense. Let's go, Marco.
Third down and 7 coming up. 8:30 to go here in the first quarter.
Let's go. Let's go.
We'll see here as a shotgun snap, roll out to the right, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to keep going, a nice speed. Looks like he's got the first down, coach.
Yes, he does.
Bass right there with a nice run. That's number 11.
Quarter pass complete to number 2, Trent Cloud.
First, and we didn't have a chance.
Stop at number 2.
But this is a early batch game.
Yeah. But real coach.
Two great coaches, Cornwell and Sartain. It's going to be a nice chess match tonight, coach, once again like we had last week. All right, here's Martin County to the line of scrimmage. You have Twins out to the left. Shotgun snap. Handoff to number 2, Shepard. He may have gotten a yard. Not much there, coach.
Not going too far. Second down. Ladies and gentlemen, with Martin County in the red zone, I guess we can say, let's try. Martin is moving.
All right, 7:51. Second down and 10, coach. No score early in the game here between Ayden-Grifton and Martin County football. Martin County comes to the line of scrimmage as they break the huddle. Second down and 10, so they'll say that no gain on the first down play. All right, so pass out to the side, the left side. And here at great speed, once again, breaking tackles. And he got a few yards on the play there, coach. Nice run after the catch.
Third and back.
Third down.
Yeah, we got third down again. 7:20 to go. Third down and 7, as coach said. Third down and 7 as Martin County is in the huddle. You see 20 seconds rolling down on that play clock as they go up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like, again, it's going to be from the shotgun. You've got Twins out to the right as they're looking to throw. It looks like maybe a slant, coach, or something out there, and then yards after the catch. Oh, fumble on the play, the quarterback, and it looks like we got back on it. Martin County will have to see, but boy, they lost some yards there, coach.
Yes, they did.
While you didn't see the traffic,
The quarterback was smart enough to get on the ball.
Yeah, he literally, coach, he didn't have any protection there. It looks like that left tackle didn't get him, and it was a bunch of white shirts there. And luckily for Martin County, they will keep the ball. It's 4th down and 7. 6:40 to go in the first quarter. No score between Ayden-Grifton and the Chargers and Martin County. They're back to the line of scrimmage. Big play here coming up. Snap goes to the right side and break of the tackle, but that's about it. And there's going to be turnover and downs. Got a couple of yards. Turnover on downs. They needed to score right there, Coach. We didn't get a chance to talk there in pregame. This is going to be, you always talk about mistakes, the kicking game, mistakes. You had a mistake there by Ayden-Grifton as they throw an interception, but it's an evenly matched game. Every possession, every play is critical, right?
Garrett Wingate called up a timeout. He's the offensive coordinator. Paul told me that on the field that he made Garrett Wingate
So he's calling the plays on offense. On defense?
on the defense. Garrett's calling the offense.
Right, okay. But Cornwell's calling the defense, right?
No,
No, he's not. Okay.
he's coaching the offensive line.
Offensive line, okay. We have a timeout here on the field. It's, again, 6:24. No score if you're just joining us here. Martin County Football. Thank you for listening to Martin County Football right here on YouTube and Facebook. A lot of people joining in. Thank you so much. Wow, great crowd here tonight. If you want to give us a shout out, then you can. Then just come on in the comments section for YouTube or Facebook. Say hello to the great coach, the North Carolina High School Athletic Association Hall of Famer, Harold Robinson. And I told you last week, he doesn't like me to talk about it, but we got to name this field after Coach. He put in I wonder how many hours, if we count from the 70s to 90s, how many hours you put in, Coach? That would be 2003. That's right. So right at 30 years.
There's no telling. Hank and I were talking about it.
We don't do it.
That's still not a better place to play.
That's right. Coach did a great job. It's the reason Coach is definitely here. He built this place right here in the valley. All right, Ayden-Grifton set, snap from the shotgun handoff. Nice run by Ayden-Grifton. Boy, they got a lot of yards, Coach, over the 10 yards for a first down. Looks like about, 12 or 13 where they marked the spot. Looks about 13, I think, on that play.
Yeah, that was a trap.
A trap by Ayden-Grifton. We'll see as the substitutions for defense for Martin County coming on the field, and they're not giving you much time. If you're Ayden-Grifton, you're running that plays really fast. All right, a shotgun formation there. Snap, handoff to the running back, but man, right in the backfield, Coach, there was a black jersey, Martin County. He stayed home. How many times do we say that as coaches? That play good defense, sound defense, and stay home.
Stay home at the end.
Good assignment football there. As he read that play, obviously he done film study to know that they were going to do that play. And for Martin County, nice job. Second down to 10, 5:24. If you just joined us, no score, Ayden-Grifton and Martin County here in the first quarter. Snap, shotgun, handoff quickly to the running back. He's off to the right side, and nice tackle. Nice tackle there by Martin County. Number 13 and that's for Ayden-Grifton. Jaquavion Shepard there. We talked about his speed last week, scoring a couple of touchdowns. He was right there, Coach. And a nice tackle. Third down and 5. 4:50 left in the first quarter. No score. Ayden-Grifton here at Martin County in Williamston. All right, long pass. All alone if he catches it. Oh, my goodness. Coach, you talk about that, as we talked about last, wide open, and you got to have good eyes. You told me that. I thought you were going to say hands like everybody else. You told me about being a wide receiver, you got to have good eyes. And that holds true again on that play, Coach. I thought he had that one. That's 6 points. That's a touchdown if he'd have concentrated. Big break there for Martin County. So if you're a Martin County fan listening tonight, then you're saying, thank goodness, because he had nothing but grass there, Coach. He would have been gone. So instead, it's third down and 5, 4:38 left to go in the first quarter. No score, Ayden-Grifton and Martin County. Coach, we'll talk about your book here in a second. And whistles are blown here. That timeout. Timeout, Ayden-Grifton. We'll keep it right here, Coach. I want to tell you thank you for inviting me. I had a great time. Can't wait to read your book. I want to give a chance again for you to talk about your book. There at the EJ Hayes Alumni Association. We talked to Mark Holiday, like me, fan of yours. Anytime that you want to come to Porky's on a Saturday, I was thinking that would be good for you. Maybe a Saturday morning at breakfast, and we'll have a late breakfast and have a book signing. So it's up to you. You're the star, not me.
We can do that next week.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll talk about that with Mark Holiday. Thanks to Mark. We didn't get a chance to thank him for sponsoring our Porky's pregame show, Porky's Backyard Barbecue pregame show. All right, here we go, Coach. 4th down and 5, 4:35, and they're getting ready to put the ball away. Hunter is ready for the snap. There's a whistle. And we're waiting now for, there it is. Punt is up, and it is good. High end over end kick. And that's going to bounce to about the 35-yard line is where Martin County will take over. Coach, your second possession here. You have pretty good field position. You've worn the headphones many years. What are you calling here on first down? What do you think?
I'm going to give it number 2.
We were talking last week that option play was killing North Pitt, the Panthers, last week because of number 2, and everybody on the team has decent or really good speed for this Martin County football team. And as we had in the pregame show, Coach, I tell you what, I'm happy for Sartain is they only have 4 seniors on this team from Martin County, so we've got a lot of sophomores, freshmen and sophomores. Both teams, by the way, have not had a JV team in 3 years. This year for Ayden-Grifton and for Martin County, the first year back for JV. In fact, we'll talk about that result on Wednesday night there at Ayden-Grifton between these two teams for JV. Snap really quick to the running back and got to about 2 or 3 yards there to about the 37-yard line. So should bring up about is that 3rd down and 8 coming up? Second and eight. I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. 2nd down and 8. That's right. 2nd down and 8 coming up as Martin County coach is in the huddle. That nice little running play there for number 2, like you said, Shepard. They gave it right. They went right up the middle off the guards. All right, they're coming up to the line of scrimmage here for Martin County. Shotgun formation with the back to the quarterback's right. Snap. Oh, there it is. Oh, he's taking it. He is going, still going, spins around. Nice move. He's still running, and he is all the way down, Coach. What a run and a play there. And that's by Bassnight, Wally Bassnight, the quarterback. That's what you were talking about last week. You got a quarterback that's fast, and you don't know. You got to look out for the quarterback, and you got to look out for number 2, Shepard. Both those guys, Sartain has got guys with wheels and really good, Coach.
Yeah, they're really good. They're extremely fast.
23-yard line, 1st down and 10, 3:13, no score. Deep in the territory for, once again, second possession and another chance at the red zone here for Martin County. Snap, quick handoff to Shepard on the right side, and he got about 8 yards, I think, Coach. Look on that. It's on the way side, on the Ayden-Grifton side. We'll take a look here. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first quarter. No score, Ayden-Grifton and Martin County. Martin County's threatening to score, though, folks. At the 24-yard line. 2nd down and 2. 3:03 left to go, Coach.
Yep.
All right. Here they are lining up. Quarterback under center. And he spins around. Nice move to the left. Here he goes. And he's still going. Cuts back. He's all the way down to the goal line. Oh, man. All the way down. Looks like to the 2 or 1 yard line. Really close to scoring a touchdown. I believe that was That was Anthony Killebrew, coach number 7. Lucky 7.
It's a penalty.
A penalty, though, I guess holding.
Yeah.
There's a flag on the play.
I think we always still be going
Against us.
All right. Unfortunately, that nice run all the way down near the goal line is brought back because of it's down to 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the scoreboard. Second down and a lot. Let's just say that. You got twins to your left, shotgun formation. And it's a pass out to the left side. Oh, and drop incomplete pass. Another one. He should have had that one, coach. Slippery maybe out there, but it, like Butterfingers, it went right through his hands out to the Williamston, the Martin County sideline. I've got to get used to saying that, coach. Martin County. 2:26 left in the first quarter. 3rd down and 10.
Third down.
They're down coming up. This is a big possession here, coaches. You have a chance not only one, but you don't want to go 2 times down deep in the territory and not have anything to show for it. All right, snap is a little high, and another penalty, a run. Nice run there, about 5 yards or so, but we'll see. It was in the backfield where they called that, where the flag came. Looks like another holding, as coach said. It had to be with where that fell was where the penalty was called from. All right, Martin County is in the huddle now. Let's see here, call from the referee. They're going to mark as they're moving that ball back.
4th and long. 4th and long.
Yep, timeout by Martin County. We'll keep it here. Coach, so great to have you each and every week. By the way, next week, I'm actually going to, I didn't know we were going to be doing this gig. I'm going to go to Michigan to the big house, but I know you're in good company. Professor Phil Willard, and you know what's special about that is 2 former athletic directors for Williamston doing the game together next Thursday night. That's going to be at Northside. Our airtime is at 6:40, and Al Cannon, my good friend Al Cannon, is going to be on-site engineer. Our good buddy Charles Smith, Sir Charles, who does a great job. He got us on the air tonight and had to work overtime doing that. And he actually has to get up really early on Friday morning. So we have Al Cannon. Al gets to sleep in a little bit later, about 6 hours difference than does Charles. So appreciate Charles for all that he does. Thank you, Bubba Rosenbaum, by the way, who filled in for us for pregame and helped us out as we were working out technical difficulties. You know, Coach, my favorite saying is technology is great when it works. So Coach and I were here way early. Charles, Coach, and I were here at 6 o'clock, way early. And Coach has to, everybody stops him because he's a legend here. So he was talking and politicking, and we were up here, had everything ready to go. And then one little thing wouldn't work. That's the way life works. Yeah. We had everything to go at 10 minutes after 6, and then something happened. So we don't know. We're still trying to figure that out. But as they say, Coach, we're making lemonade. You're a pro. I'm a pro. We're going to make this happen. And another thing is they say the show must go on. So I appreciate Charles Smith and Bubba, the guys behind the scenes. They really looked out for us tonight big time. And, you know, Coach, they always say next man up, and you get a chance to step up. And here we go. You know who our halftime guest is going to be? Bobby Williams. Bobby's going to come on. Our basketball coach here at Martin County, Martin County basketball. He's going to be talking about the transition. And our good friend, another coach, and somebody we've known for a long time, Hank Tice. I want to give him a shout out. He was coming on tonight. We had a big plan. He and the coaches and you and I were going to do the pregame, and it all just went out the window. But here we go, back There's a long pass, deep pass, and it is no good. Incomplete. Right there, that would have been a touchdown. Nice shot there by the quarterback.
That should be face mask.
The face mask, as Coach said, I was wondering about that.
You can't interfere with the offensive play.
So if you wave your hands, if you're waving your hands in front of their face, that's the same thing as grabbing their face mask. All right. 4th down and 15 coming up. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. We have an injured, by the way, there's a good friend, speaking of Mark Holliday, from Porky's Backyard Barbecue. He's our medical responder for Martin County. He walks out there. And by the way, I want to give a shout out to Dean McCall, Roanoke Therapy Services. He also works with Mark. And Dean does an excellent job with physical therapy, and they're all out there, the coaching staff and Dean McCall and from Roanoke Therapy Services and Mark Holiday, who is our medical responder for the football team for Martin County football. So, Coach, let's see, they've got him standing up.
Probably a cramp.
Looks like, yeah, he's walking. It looks like he can walk it off. So that's probably, like you said, Coach, difficult part of the season here. These first few weeks, it's really hot in this press box. I can't imagine what it's like playing on the field when you and I are sweating on in here and we're not doing anything. So I can't imagine the players that are. All right, 4th down and 15. And Shepard is that's not good for Martin County if it is a real injury. It doesn't look like it is, but Shepard is gotten the one down, number 2, that had a couple touchdowns next week. All right, here's the punt for Martin County. Fair catch called, and you'll take it about 15-yard line. And that's where they'll start. Moving left to right, by the way, is Ayden-Grifton. No score. 1:56 left here on the scoreboard. My name is Dave Richmond, along with the North Carolina High School Athletic Association Hall of Famer, Carol Robinson, Shrine Bowl coach. I was going to ask you that last week, Coach. Tell me something you haven't done. You and I've known you for many years, and you're now a writer of a book, you're author, you've done, what is it? What are other things you want to do? I know that's the way you keep going, right?
I want to write a second book. About Williamston.
All right, he wants to write a second book about Williamston. I tell you what, I know there's plenty of people and yourself that could write tons of stories as how much they love you here and giving us a couple of state championships. And how many state championships did you play in?
We played in 5.
And you got 2 out of them.
2 of them. And we, in the 84, we played for the Division II state championship.
Okay.
And with James Ward,
yeah,
Larry Brown, and those guys, Walter Wheeler.
That was right before we moved here, but I know exactly who. I know that group. They're a little bit older than me, not much. I know exactly who you're talking about. 1:56 left to go in the first quarter. Again, no score if you're just joining us. Ayden-Grifton moving left to right and deep in their territory, Coach.
Yeah.
What is that, about the 10-yard line?
Yes.
All right, here's the defense. Let's see how Martin County does. All right, the shotgun snap out to the running back. He's off to the left side, and a nice run for Ayden-Grifton. Wow, he had a little bit of a boost there when he got around that edge, Coach. As we talked about, 2 great coaches, Paul Cornwell, Mike Sartain. Last week we had C.J. Wilson, very well, from East Carolina. And guess what? We got another East Carolina guy in Paul Cornwell, who has his undergrad and master's coach from ECU. So another Pirate. So we like him on Saturdays. He's a great guy, seriously.
At Farmville last 2 years.
Right.
And he's happy to be.
All right, here we go. Ayden-Grifton with a snap. Quick handoff to the right back on the right side. He's moving over to the right, and nice tackle. A
really nice tackle there. And again, a name you heard a lot, Shepard. I'm sorry, with Killebrew, number 7. I thought it was 2 there, but number 7, Anthony Killebrew. Nice tackle as he came around the edge at right side, coach.
Yeah, he stayed home.
1 minute left to go here in the first quarter. First down and 10. No score, Ayden-Grifton moving left to right. Here they go at the 35-yard line. First down and 10. Shotgun snap. Quick handoff to the running back again. He's going up in the middle, all the way up to the 47-yard line. It didn't look like much there for the defensive line, so hopefully we can, for Martin County's sake, that running there, it's close to a first down. Second down and 1, 25-24 seconds left. Snap. The pass off to the left side. He's moving. The wide receiver, nice, and it looks like a penalty marker is down, and that's about at the 48-yard line. Just past the midfield, coach. We're going to see what the call is. Holding against, that'll be against Ayden-Grifton.
Holding against Ayden-Grifton.
All right, they're going to move, of course, that back 10 yards, coach. How frustrating is that? You have a second down and 1, coach, and now you get that penalty, so that's a 10 instead of.
I know Coach Cornwell, and I know him well. We played him a bunch of times. And Garrett Wingate, his offensive coordinator, he was that good to me at East Carolina. He's got Lincoln Riley.
Oh, yeah. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. We'll keep it right here. Appreciate you very much tuning in. No score, 0-0, as it's Ayden-Grifton with the ball about the 45-yard line. We'll start the second quarter as they'll change the fields here in just a little bit. And, Coach, what's your thoughts after the first quarter? You got to be able, if you're Martin County, you got to stop the run.
Yeah, you got to stop the run, and you got to capitalize.
We had two times there, especially that first one, Coach. After you had that interception, and we were right there. What about the 30? We're getting close to. We're getting closer and closer, and we had it all the way down to the 2-yard line. A nice run, and then we had a holding call. And so all of a sudden, instead of the 2-yard line, you got it about the 30 on the second possession. So tough. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but we didn't in the first quarter. It's now the good news is second quarter, a brand new life, if you will. 12 minutes are on the scoreboard there. Second down and 6 will be coming up. And want to remind you that we'll be next Thursday night on the road at one of your favorite places as far as a great rivalry between Williamston and Northside. And so they're in Beaufort County, not too far from you. It's more in the, I guess, between Bath and Belhaven, right? Yeah, we're doing a Thursday night game because of Labor Day. And, how you coaches, we want to have Labor Day off, and so that it puts a little wrinkle in everything. But we'll have Phil Willard and Coach next week. Professor's going to be filling in for me, and filling in for the great Charles Smith, Sir Charles, will be Al Cannon, AC. So you have great guys next week as well with Coach. If not, I wouldn't have had him on the broadcast with you, Coach. We want to make sure we look after. When you have a Hall of Famer, you got to have Hall of Fame stuff. So, all right, here we go. As Ayden-Grifton is now moving right to left in the second quarter. Second down and 6. There's a wide receiver in motion. As shotgun formation. Snap, high snap. There to the running back. Oh, man, there was 2 or 3 black jerseys there. Martin County, nice stop there. The 38-yard line. We appreciate you guys tuning in. A lot of people tuning in tonight. Thank you so much. As we want to tell everybody that we're on each and every week. We're doing Martin County football on Facebook and YouTube. And Coach, we're old dogs, but we're learning new tricks. Here we go. 3rd down and 7 coming up, shotgun formation. Play clock is down to 12. We'll see 11, 10 is rolling down. There's the snap. It's going to be a pass right up the middle, but look at that, Coach. Nice defensive tackle. They're about 5 or so yards in. It's going to bring up 4th down. Is that 2? 1. I thought it was about 2 yards, but they've got 4th and 1 on them. I think it's more like 2, but anyway, regardless, we're here with you right now, and it's 4th down. Yep, they've got it now. 4th down and 2. 10:51 left to go. No score. Ayden-Grifton with the ball moving right to the left. Here's a short. Let's see if the defense can hold him here on 4th down, Coach. 4th down and 2. You got triplets to the left. I think it's going to be a running play. Oh my goodness, handoff, and they look how many gang tackling there, Coach. Was it 4 or 5 guys? Turnover on downs. The defense held again, Coach. Oh my goodness. Nice.
Ronald Pugh had done a good job.
He's the guy, a disciple of Harold Robinson, has played in a state championship with Coach, one of the best. Was that 95 or 99? I always get that mixed up. 95, that's right. The years, I'm getting older, Coach. The years are just going like faster and faster and faster. But this is one thing that I love about this time of year, Coach, is high school, college, and professional football. Now my son's playing, so I'm into the rec ball as well.
You get all the football you want.
Yes, you can. All right. High formation, 1st down and 10. The running back is running around to the right side. Maybe a yard or 2 there. It'll bring up, looks like 2nd down and 9. All right. We have down to 15 seconds on the play clock. There's Martin County going up to the line of scrimmage. No score if you're just joining us. 9:40 left in the first half. Shotgun formation. There's a snap, and there's a pass, and he's got it. He's running. He's going to go all the way, Coach. Touchdown, Martin County. That left side, Anthony Kilbrew, number 7, with the touchdown as they jump up in the air in the end zone to celebrate. Oh, my goodness. What a great play call, Coach, there. That left side. What'd you think?
I think it was great. I thought it was going to happen.
There was a lot of traffic there, wasn't it, Coach? All right, looks like they're going for – let's see if they're going for – yeah, they're going for the extra point. I thought they were. 9:28, extra point for Martin County coming up. And here it is. It's up, and it is good. 9:28 left to go in the first half. On the scoreboard first is Martin County 7. The Chargers are Ayden-Grifton nothing. And Coach, I'm telling you, this tight ball game, this could be a 1-score game. I have a lot of faith in both coaches. I know that somebody's got to win, but both coaches are great, not only as people, men, but also as coaches. And when you know that, when you talk about mistakes, it's even greater tonight that you cannot make mistakes in this game.
9 minutes, 28 seconds to go.
All right, the band is really good this year, Coach. They're really building numbers. It's not only Martin County football, but it's also the band is together as well. So the numbers are growing for the band. When we had a few years ago with COVID, Coach, it just killed everything. It was so awful with not only the loss of lives for people, but athletics, band, anything sports related or school activities. It was really hard. And so building this back up, it's going to take time, but it's really great to see. By the way, I want to give a shout out to our new superintendent, Dr. Michelle White, has done a fabulous job I can't wait. We'll see if we can get her on the halftime show here at some point. But great things are coming. The district is just really, there's a lot of electricity, Coach. I wish you were back over here coaching and teaching, because it's a lot of excitement right now here. All right, as Martin, speaking of excitement, Coach, Martin County's kicking off left to right. We're getting ready to have that kickoff now. The whistle is blown. And waiting on the kickoff. And here it is. Line drive kick. About the 15-yard line, running up the middle. He's still running. He's backpedaling, and maybe not the best decision there at the 32-yard line. Looks like where we'll start right to left for Ayden-Grifton.
We got number 4, Alonzo Slade.
Want to give a shout out to our very own Sir Charles Smith, who's working really hard behind the scenes behind us tonight. Appreciate Sir Charles very, very much for his hard work. And we'll give you some scores here in just a minute. All right.
Tackle
in the backfield for second down. And that's going to be a loss of at least 2 yards, Coach?
Yeah, 3 yards.
3 yards, yep. Second down and 13. 8:42 left to go. 8:37. And the snap, it's a pass out to that right side like a slant pass, a little screen pass, if you will. He's going all the way up to just past midfield at the 49 of Martin County. So, Coach, nice little slant pass there, like a screen slant, and run all the way down to the right side, right?
Ayden-Grifton's moving football pretty good. And I think it's got to do a lot with Garrett Wingate.
Garrett Wingate is doing a great job with the play calling. Shotgun pass, triplets. Oh, I thought that one might be picked off, but incomplete. Luckily for Ayden-Grifton, that was 32. Intended pass for 32 for Ayden-Grifton. And I don't have that number, so forgive me, folks. We're still trying to work out the early season. 32 for Ayden-Grifton, but incomplete. That could have easily been picked off. So big play there for Martin County as they made sure that that ball was incomplete.
Defense.
8:21.
Defense.
Good crowd here tonight, by the way, Coach, as you would expect for Martin County football. Receiver in motion. And there's a break of a tackle, 2, 3. The running back is all the way back up to the, looks like about the 47-yard line. Martin County's doing a great job tonight, even though they are moving the football. They haven't had blown, it doesn't like blown coverages, Coach, where there's the X plays. So we will give the defense credit there for Ronald Pugh there. Nice job of a good game plan. Shotgun formation, you've got 4 wide receivers out to the left. Snap. And it's going to be a pass, and it is almost picked off by Martin County. Man, he would love to have that one back, Coach. Overthrown by the quarterback for Ayden-Grifton. Wow, 4th down and 5 coming up. A big break for Ayden-Grifton there, because that could have he might have had a chance to run that one back, maybe. All right, line drive, punt, and it's down, and it's going inside. It's going to go down to, looks like that's going to be a touchback. No, he went into the end zone. That's going to be the touchback for, that'll go out 20-yard line. 20-yard line there. as officials are marking that off. Glad to be with you tonight. Martin County 7, Ayden-Grifton nothing. It's 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and we'll have our good friend Bubba Rosenbaum with scores coach all across the state. Bubba's in the western part of the state, and our TSO studios. I want to give a shout out to him behind the scenes. He and Charles Smith are our unsung heroes. And coming up at halftime, our good friend Bobby Williams, the traveling man, Bobby Williams, that goes to every big sporting event coach there is in the country with his, I think he has a Winnebago, I'm not sure, but I know he goes to the Final Four every year. 7:17 left to go in the half. All right, here we go. First down, moving left to right. Timeout. Timeout, Martin County. 7-0 is the score, by the way. A lot of people tuning in. Thank you so much. 7:07, Coach.
7 minutes, 7 seconds.
A lot of great football this weekend. I'll tell you one, the one I want to see really bad is the Navy-Notre Dame game. I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be a great, fantastic double.
I'd like to take this
Notre
time
Dame
to
will be.
thank
I know
all five board members for their support.
Maybe
Martin
have
County
a
High School.
Ryan Newberry.
and Notre Dame.
Thank you to Harrison Family.
Coach Freeman, Marcus Freeman, I think. You know, our very own coach, our very own Matt Semenza, he's picking them as a team to watch out for Notre Dame this year.
Marcus
And Macedonia Christian Church.
and
Thank you for your support.
he played with Greg Hudson.
Yeah. Coach Hudd, you and Coach are good friends.
I work good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to announce Martin County football fans.
All right, 7:07 left in the first half. 7 Martin County, nothing for Ayden-Grifton, 7-0 as here's second.
Dave Richmond and the legend Harold Robinson will bring you all the action.
All right, that's a move to that right side, Coach. Run and play as the Mike Bennett announced us on the radio there, or on the PA for our fans, but all season long people can hear us. And we got a lot of people around the country, including your daughter. I know Hope very well is in Maryland, and a lot of people that want to listen to you. I don't know about me, but a lot of people that want to hear Martin County football as well, all season long. All right, left to right, we're moving here with Martin County. 6 minutes and a half, 6 minutes and 37 seconds. Handoff, the quarterback falls down, but nice run play off that right side, Coach, up to the 38-yard line.
Yep.
So I'm glad he handed off. If not, it would have been a sack.
Over to the side by number 7.
Anthony Kilbrew there, number 7. His name has been called a lot tonight, Coach. Another great, you talked about that, how Coach has a lot of speed, that you were happy being obviously a coach at Williamston, how much speed that Martin County has. And once again, that looked like it was not much there, and he got 5 yards out of that play, Coach. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Martin County coming to the line of scrimmage. And handoff is under center there. He's trying to make something happen. There was no blocking whatsoever there, Coach. And he bumped it right into a wall. So that's going to bring down about 3rd and 6. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to halftime. Again, if you're just joining us, Martin County 7, Ayden-Grifton nothing, to Chargers. And we have our good friend Bobby Williams again will be coming up. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And scores from Bubba Rosenbaum. 5:24 left in the first half. Martin County come to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Actually, no, it wasn't under center, my bad. Pass to the left side, and it is, a drop pass. Both teams, coaches, tonight, both teams can talk about passes to both sides, drop passes. And the coach, when you stay up all night drawing up those plays, and you've got the perfect play called, that's got to drive you crazy. I know they're young kids. We love them, but that's got to drive you crazy. There's nobody that could outwork Harold Robinson. I'm going to tell you, I know what Jim Bob Bryant, when he was a senior, and he used to come over to your house, he told me stories about how many hours y'all spent over and over and over again he being the quarterback and you being the head coach of film studies, so he learned from the best, no doubt about it. All right, Martin County here with, you got 20 formation there. You've got quarterback and shotgun there, and you have a back to the left and right. It's 5 minutes left to go, and there's a stoppage of play. Delay a game against Martin County. There you go. Something you just can't have, Coach. Because you had now that brings up, it looks like fourth down, and is that 4th down and 3?
It'll be a 5-yard penalty and 4th down.
4th and 7.
4th and 7. With the 5-yard penalty. My goodness. All right, the play clock is there's stopped at 25. So here we go. And, all right, there's the play clock going. It's referee blew his whistle. Now, high snap. Oh my goodness, it's behind him. He's gonna have to just fall on that ball. Are you kidding me? All the way down, Coach, to about the 8-yard line. You talk all about mistakes. That is a huge mistake. That if you don't think a snap is important, Coach, right there, that gives an easy opportunity for Ayden-Grifton for the Chargers. So huge break for the Chargers. And when you have a coach like Paul Cornwell and Garrett Wingate, like we're talking about, you don't give them they can do a whole bunch right there with short yardage, Coach, for a touchdown in the red zone.
It's kicking and it's special team and the kicking game.
All right, here we go is Ayden-Grifton. Right there, like I said, it's inside. It's 1st and goal. 4:50 left to go here in the first half. Ayden-Grifton is down a touchdown, 7-0, as they're moving right to left, deep in the territory. And nice tackle there by Martin County. My goodness. Martin County is really doing a good job of, when you talk about Ronald Pugh, he's the defensive coordinator coach. You got to give him, call his name a lot, because he's got this team prepared tonight.
You're running up the field, you come to a stop like that, you know it's Marco.
All right, and it's here we go. 2nd down, 2nd and goal. And I tell you what, Coach, once again, this Ayden-Grifton team, you think they're going to easily score, and that's why you have to still score touchdowns. Even if it's close, it doesn't count.
They pull both guards.
Pulling both guards, and they still, and now it's 3rd down and goal all the way back to, what is that, about the 14, 15? It is unbelievable. All right, here's the play coming up. Shotgun formation. Trips to the right. There's a quarterback moving. He's moving back, and it is incomplete pass. Wow, nice play by the defense coach there. Again, can't say enough about the players, but Ronald Pugh. 4th down here coming up. 3:26 left in the first quarter. Are they going for a field goal, Coach?
Yeah.
You got to get some points here, don't you, Coach? So I told you, so close to the game that every possession you've got to try really hard to score. All right, here's a chance for the field goal. Timeout. Oh, Ayden-Grifton. I thought it was icing the kicker, but Coach Cornwell saw something he didn't like in the formation. They lined up with something, and he calls a timeout.
Please, this season, check out our
and there's 2 timeouts left for Ayden-Grifton there, so they still have 2 timeouts left. 3:26, plenty of time. Still coach both teams in this half, and this is the second quarter.
Eastern on Tuesday, and
Martin County.
just yesterday, Martin County women's tennis win over Pamlico. Give them a hand.
I tell you what, if this defense continues to improve like we talked about with Ronald Pugh and that speed on offense, they've got a chance to make a deep run in the playoffs. We talked about that last week with speed, and I told Coach in the pregame what you taught me a long time ago. You can't coach speed. You told me that when I was a teenager, way back. That was one of the first things you taught me when I was here in high school. That's one of my regrets. I wish I could go back in time and play for Coach Robinson. I was working and doing a lot, and I wish I could. But, all right, here's the field goal attempts. Play is whistled in. Wait for the snap. Offsides on Martin County, looks like.
Just before the kickoff, the flag on place to be offside.
Moving up 5 yards, and we'll try to make it help them out, Coach. A little closer. All right, field goal coming up for Ayden-Grifton for the Chargers. Oh, man, low snap, and it's up, and it is. That is good. Wow, that kicker made a great play there. That makes it 7-3, Coach. If you're Coach Cornwell, you like the fact that you got something out of that possession, right?
Yeah.
Don't change the score. In the swamp of Friday Night Football, your score. Martin County 7, Ayden-Grifton 3. Ladies and gentlemen, along with our women's tennis, I'd like to call attention to our JV football team. This
I
week,
tell you what,
JV football.
and by the way, I know that Mike Bennett, our PA announcer, we were talking about it earlier. How about 16-8, the first JV win for Martin County football history on Wednesday night? Both Sartain and Cornwell have started a JV program. Happy for both programs because guess what, Coach? In our pregame, Coach was talking about the number of freshmen and sophomores. They can play so many plays, as you know, Coach, varsity, but he's getting a lot of work in with these young guys. I tell you what, when you look at Coach Floyd that does a great job at middle school. They haven't lost a game in 2 years. You look at all the young kids like my son that's playing rec. We got a bright future here.
Yeah, you do.
And we're very happy to bring these games to you each and every Friday night. Next week will be Thursday night at Northside as we're waiting for, there is the whistle. 7, Martin County, 3, Ayden-Grifton. Ayden-Grifton just scored on a 23-yard field goal. Short swift kick. And I believe Martin County did get back on it, but it was a good kick. They tried to, I guess, do kind of like a onside kick, right, Coach? Right there to catch a little pooch kick to catch them offside, catch them off guard, rather. 44-yard line is Martin County will take over their own 44. We have 3:16 left to go in the game. In the half. Bubba Rosenbaum will be standing by with our scoreboard and the TSO studios. It's Martin County 7, Ayden-Grifton 3. Martin County moving left to right is first down and 10, and that'll be at the 44. And there's a pitch. That little option. Oh, my goodness, Coach. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Coach, are you kidding me? He had a play. It looked like it was nothing. He runs back. How many times have you said, no, don't do that? It's loss of yards. Killebrew didn't like what he had, number 7 for Martin County. He runs all the way on the Norpit side, the Ayden-Grifton side of the field, the way side, and gets a lot of positive yards. What in the world, Coach?
I don't know what he's thinking.
I don't have much hair on my head left, Coach, but I was about to pull it out there. If you're a Martin County person,
There's a penalty.
oh my goodness, is that holding? Hold the phone, as they say. Is that a personal foul?
Personal foul.
Personal foul against Martin County. So just as we were talking about that positive play, we were talking about mistakes you cannot have. Like we were lucky that when that bad snap on that punt, we were lucky not to have a score on that. Well, here we go again, a nice positive play. Martin County.
It's going to take them back some.
15 yards.
We're going to replay first down.
And that'll be back all the way back to the 29, Coach. Wow. First down, and you might as well say Bethel. I mean, that's a long first down. All right, looking. Oh, he's going to run. Nice cutback. He's still moving. He breaks tackles, and they finally get a shoestring tackle there about the 34-yard line on the Martin County side. Coach, you've been on that sideline many, many years.
Yeah, 31.
31 years on the Williamston, now Martin County sideline. I want to get when we get a chance, when we get a commercial break, a timeout, if you will. I wanted you to tell the story of how you built the stadium, if you can give me a couple minutes whenever we get that next timeout. All right, says Martin County comes back to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation as the running back is to the left. And he's rolling out. Oh, sack by Ayden-Grifton. He's down. 140 left in the first half. Bubba Rosenbaum standing by. Coach, I'm starting to wonder. I know you want to. I know you don't want to play not to lose like we talked about last week in North Pitt, but at the same time, you got a close ball game. 124 left in the first half. Deep in your territory, you got a lot of yards to get. Do you just kind of play conservative or try to make something happen here? You don't want to try to.
You play conservative and punt the football.
Right. They're going to have to earn a touchdown instead of a short yardage kind of thing. 105 left in the first half. Martin County 7. Ayden-Grifton third to snap, and there's a pass out to the right side, and they'll get some yardage there. But as we talked about, Coach and I did, the clock is running down, Coach. 51-50. It's now fourth down. You're going to punt that ball and hope that you can get it deep into Charger territory.
We have 45 seconds left.
45.3 seconds. If you're just joining us, nice touchdown run by Killebrew. And then here in a few minutes ago, we had a 23-yard field goal by Ayden-Grifton. 7, Martin County. 3, Ayden-Grifton. You're all called up. And we've got the halftime show coming up again. Stay with us. We'll have Bobby Williams will be coming up in just a little bit. Bobby is, of course, longtime basketball coach. We're going to talk about now it's Martin County basketball. So I guess anybody that lives in Martin County, Bobby can get to play for him. So we'll be talking about that. I'm sure the JV team, just like with the JV for football, that helps the JV team for basketball. They've been having that, but now you're going to have a solid JV team and varsity for Martin County, Coach.
Hey, that's a good time. Good timeout by Paul Ayden-Grifton.
Exactly. Get some calm down. They get them set ready.
Fourth, bad punt.
And give them something to think about, right, Coach? Here with 45.3 seconds left of the first half. Again, Martin County 7, Ayden-Grifton 3. We don't have TV timeouts. It seems like there's a lot of stoppage of play tonight, Coach. All right, here we go. We're ready for the snap. Fourth down. Here it comes. Whistled into play. High snap, but oh my goodness, not a really good punt. It's going to go out at the, 45-yard line, Coach. 45-yard line. A very short punt from Bass Knight. So you got 39.2 seconds. If you're a coach right here on offense, you got a chance here, Coach.
Yeah, you got a chance. Yeah. You throw the ball, and the player steps out of bounds. Throw the ball and the player steps out of bounds.
You got 2 timeouts. You got 2 timeouts left for Ayden-Grifton, by the way, Coach. So 2 timeouts left.
First down.
3 wide receivers. You got trips to the left. You got them pretty much. Everybody is 3 to the left and 3 to the right, and 1 right there. And there's a lot of pressure. And oh my goodness, he was trying to throw back to basically the line of scrimmage for. Oh my goodness, a lot of pressure. I know he brought the house, Coach. Looked like he brought a lot of guys. Maybe not the house, but there was a lot of pressure there.
He brought one.
Second down and 10 coming up, 34.7 seconds. Attention to Bubba Rosenbaum. Bubba, if you're listening, we've got 34 seconds. Our very own Charles Smith, I'm sure, is letting him know. The 2 of them are doing a great job communicating as we're looking down for second down and 10. Here we come, shotgun snap. There, everybody is pretty much there. Drop back, and there's a pass, and it is caught, and he's deep at number 10, and it's all the way down to the 24-yard line. Timeout.
Pressured by number 9, Darian Tillery, and catcher brought down.
First and 10 at the 24, 25, 24, 23. The clock on that snap. He spikes it.
First down to stop the clock. We got 21 seconds and second down.
Good stuff there by. We have the timeout, of course, or stoppage the clock there. Second down and 10, 21 seconds to go in the first half. Snap. Look at that right side, and it is. Oh my goodness! Incomplete, Coach. That could have been pick 6. That was a very dangerous pass by the Ayden-Grifton quarterback. As that defensive back read that all the way, or linebacker rather, read that all the way and made sure that he did not catch that ball. 16.8 seconds. Third down and 10. If you're just joining us, we have a 7-3 ball game as Martin County is up. We knew that, Coach, and I told you this is going to be a very tight ball game. You've got a chess match tonight, Coach, as you got, once again, last week, you have Sartain and C.J. Wilson, and again this week, Cornwell and Sartain. So you got 2 legends. And it's incomplete, broken up. Right side, Coach. There was a lot of it. 11.2 seconds. You got 4th down, so you got 1 more shot here. If you got to go for it here. So to come, we're going to have, as we told you, Bobby Williams, the head coach of Martin County basketball. 11.2 seconds to go, Coach. 4th down and 10. They're going for it. What do you have to lose right here? You're at the – all right, pass. And way up in the air, and it is no, incomplete. That was a nice pass there on that right side, that right corner. Pass incomplete. Turnover on downs. 5.9 seconds. You're just going to kneel on it, Coach. In the first half.
Martin County takes over on offense.
All right, so as we're waiting here for Martin County in the huddle, I know they're just going to snap it and go into the locker room at halftime up 7-3.
We have 5.9 seconds to go. First down is Martin.
And there he is, kneels down, and that's halftime, folks. Coach got himself with a great ball game. I appreciate you very much, Coach. And we'll get Bubba Rosenbaum here in a little bit. Try to get Bobby over here when Bobby's ready.
Home game number 1, season 2023. It's a new day. Friday night football in the swamp. Your score, Martin County football 7, Ayden-Grifton 3.
All right, we're here in the Valley right here. It's 7-3 as we are here with you tonight. Appreciate you. By the way, if you want to be a sponsor, well, you could do so. You can just get up with us here. A lot of people listening tonight, Coach. I appreciate it very much. And Bobby, get Bobby over here, and Bobby Williams, the coach of Martin County basketball. Bobby's so happy to have you here tonight. And we're going to get you all set up here. I know that we got to make room here. Bobby, thank you so much as we're having a lot of fun. And thank you for the hospitality. You told me about the game. I tell you what, this is not football.
It's tough. Hot out here. Obviously, coach has been preaching to the kids all week about hydration and whatnot. They can't wait till Friday night and start drinking. And we had cramping issues last week. Luckily, haven't seen that so far.
That's right. And these same guys, what's great about, I told you about 1A.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment tonight, the Martin County Marching Band.
You're a good guy and a good coach, so now you look out for him. And,
tonight, they will be performing their 2023 program, I Wanna Rock.
Martin County basketball. You know, I'm a big basketball and baseball fan, so
tonight we're taking it back to 1966 when Mick Jagger and Rolling Stones painted black.
What about the guys that are not football players?
And then we're moving to 1980 with Oscar Barnes.
Right now, during the summer, we probably had on average 35, 36 kids in summer workouts.
Wow.
You know, this decision came on the last Monday of the school year. State allows me in all season sports to start workouts the day school ends. So Maryland school ended that Thursday at 3 o'clock, and we had our first summer workout at 3:30. You know, bringing these kids together for the first time. We had a great June. We had a great June. 2 or 3 workouts. I think we ended up playing 12 or 13 games. You know, some of those nights were interesting because, I mean, I was going to scrimmage a high school basketball game, and I was dressing 24 and 25 kids, you know, but it was all about coming together, you know, learning our basic stuff. I mean, I think I counted out there tonight. Any idea how many were we dressing football tonight?
Well, I know that we had at practice, we've had 51.
Yeah. So on the field tonight is probably 65, 70% of them are 2 or 3 sport kids. And as you said, about a 1A school, you know, I'm going to have a few more this fall in fall basketball, than I typically have. But, you know, every day we set up the summer workouts. We do basketball right before they do football. So the guys can come for one and stay, or we do football. You know, we try to work together. You know, a lot of these guys are 3 sport guys. If they don't run track, I mean, there's 7 or 8 baseball players out there right now.
Wow.
You know, and that's to be successful in a 1A program. You know, that's what we got to have. As I said, there are a few. I've got 3 or 4 young men. We could officially start all-season workouts this past Monday. We're not going to do anything until after the first week. I'm an East Carolina guy, you know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach school 2 days next week, and I'm going to Michigan.
I'm with you.
So I'm going to start all-season basketball workouts when I come back after that. But we'll get together. We'll work out a couple of days a week. But I'm excited. We got some kids, getting some kids from South Creek. It's kind of an interesting balance. A lot of the South Creek kids are a little bit older. We're probably your 2 or 3 best basketball Riverside kids right now are a couple of these sophomores who are playing football here tonight. So
I'm really excited, especially with talk about if you got a son like I do that's big into sports, and obviously basketball he excels at, well, pretty much any sport, but basketball I think would probably be a number 1 sport. I've heard talk of, obviously this is going to be great because you're going to have a very strong JV program and varsity, right?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we have traditionally, I coach both the JV and the varsity for the last 6 or 7 years, and I do that where everything is, we're a system. We're a program, we're a system. There's an interesting rule that we use a lot that came in last year in high school basketball that I play guys back and forth. I mean, last year in the Riverside program there was 21 or 22 players. New rule in high school basketball last year was what they call the 5-quarter rule. a kid in the same day could play in 5 quarters.
Oh my God!
So like, you get 2 football guys tonight, last night in Shepherd. They were just freshmen last year.
Right.
They were on a JV team that went 17-2. Well, we would get a lead in a JV basketball game, get a big lead. They didn't play anymore because they came in the varsity game to get experience and were the subs. And with the younger group, as I said a little bit, you can do that. But it's a we preach family. Everybody says that, this, that, and the other. But we do everything together. We travel together. We eat together. We play an event at the beach where we spend the night and make sure both teams go and find a game for the JV. Same way with our middle school program. Our middle school program under Coach Freeman, Markel, former star here for us. I open the gym 3 nights a week during the summer, and the 6th and 7th graders are coming in. So, it's going to obviously bring even more into that. It's going to bring those kids at South Creek, over into that and give them an opportunity.
And by the way, those parents there were worried like me, and I was reassured that in middle school you can have 2 basketball teams. That's what I was told. I'm not sure, but you would know the answer to that.
Some middle schools do that, and that's probably going to be an idea. Obviously, they'll have to gauge the interest. I mean, for years we've been in the middle school conference with Hartford County, and they've always had 2 Hartford County basketball teams. They had 2 middle school football teams. So it's going to be a numbers thing. But is there the possibility of that? Absolutely.
And that's only better for you.
Absolutely. And and it's about competition. Some people were worried about this. Some kids won't get a chance, but if you've heard Dr. White talk, our new superintendent,
it's the other way around.
This is about giving some of those kids an opportunity. And we haven't had we haven't had a JV football team in 4 or 5 years. We play JV football Wednesday night. We beat Richmond 16-8. Almost an identical mix of Riverside and South Creek kids. We have tennis. South Creek doesn't have tennis. Their kids can now come over and participate in tennis. We have soccer. So this coming together is more about giving opportunity as opposed to early on. Some people took it as losing.
Changed my mind. And by the way, I want to give a shout out again to Dr. Michelle White. She's done an excellent job. I love the Innovative College. By the way, those of you wondering about Innovative College, things I love. The first thing I heard from her that I wanted to hear is that you still participate in sports and school activities. The other counties do it different, but I'm glad that Martin County is doing it where we can still have athletes, we can still break the farm, we can still do everything with the high school kids. But in 4 or 5 years, you got 2 degrees, high school and associate's degree.
Without a doubt, the early college and the excitement over like that. I mean, we've gained 3 or 4 pretty decent athletes here in the last couple of weeks because they will be attending the early college. Which is obviously, we got one in the last 48 hours or so. He's a big time student, great character, super young man, and he's lived in our community. And to be honest, he's coming back home where he belongs.
I had a question for you, Bobby, that just popped in right before halftime, and I saved it for you. Okay, before we always had to worry about, is that kid in our district? And everybody used to say, Williamston always has more like the Barton County All-Stars. We take kids, and which wasn't true. But anyway, that's a whole other show. As they say, you don't have to worry about that now, do you?
Correct. And if they're in Martin County, they're in Martin County. They are in our district. There's still other choices out there. We've got to make this school system where the residents of Martin County want to attend.
Right.
And some excitement again right now. As I said, we've gained some back. We've got to do some things, and this is going to be a year of changes in a lot of things. We're looking at things tonight, running the gate out here at the football game, things before next week that we want to do a little bit better. Make things better for the community, and we've just got to keep these kids. Youth sports today, especially, all these people going in different directions. People want the best choices for their kids, things like that. Understand that we've got to make this the best. We got to make this the best choice for them, academically and athletically. You know, are people going to do things or whatnot? Somebody's always going to be in people's heads. Yeah. But we've got to sell the school system. We got to sell it. And I'm excited right now as I've been in 20 years.
I've known you for that long. Exciting times. We'll let you go. But one final thing: will Michigan lose to East Carolina? I'm putting you on the spot, Bobby. You're a big Pirate.
I am. We can say our prayers. I'm just looking forward to the experience. I mean, going to the big house.
Play, first down.
You a little bit. You've heard some of my Final Four stories, and that's a whole different show. But we're going to get there next Thursday. We're going to go to the Yankees-Tigers game on Thursday afternoon.
Oh, man.
Head over to Ann Arbor, check out the town experience.
There you go. Well, I'll be there. I'll be there Friday. I'm glad that Emma, you're not. I'll leave you with this. It's Martin County, not Michigan.
It is. It's Martin County. Just like everything else, things are changing. Logos are changing. We're going to let the students, I think, eventually choose this mascot. Everybody's stressed out about that. We'll get a mascot.
Yeah, people were asking me last week. I said, don't worry about it. It's Martin County football. Bobby, thank you so much.
Thanks, Dave, as always. Appreciate it. Appreciate everything you do.
Good work.
Thank you, guys.
All right, let's go to Bubba Rosenbaum now. We've got a few minutes, Bubba, about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll give it back to you. Thanks for running up along, Bubba, but we'll pass it back to you now. Let's pass it to Bubba Rosenbaum standing by. We got a couple minutes left of the halftime, and we'll give it to Bubba now for the scores. Bubba?
Yeah, Dave, here at the North Davidson Northwest Guilford games, 20-0 Northwest Guilford, early third quarter. North Davidson, just like a week ago down at Salisbury, simply has had very little offense and some big passing plays by Northwest Guilford and a couple, at least 2, maybe 3 big fourth down conversions, 2 of which went for scores.
All right, thank you very much, Bubba. Got a chance to swig. Sorry about that. I thought it was going to go for a little bit longer. A chance to drink my Gatorade. I'm not doing very much, but it's hot up in this press box. Want to give a shout out to Charles Smith. Charles, you can say hello to everybody.
Hey, just want to give a shout out to everybody. Appreciate everybody tuning in to us today. Thank you very much.
All right, appreciate you guys very much. In fact, he's right. And we got a couple minutes left. And I tell you what, a very exciting game, Charles. And tomorrow night we're going to be going to the Commanders and Bengals game. Myself, Mitchell Griffin, his son Turner. I'm very excited. I know eventually you'll be here. A Dolphins fan. We got a Dolphins fan here in the house. And I don't know that story of why a guy from Virginia, South Hills, Virginia, if you will, is a Dolphins fan from Miami. But I guess it's Dan Marino. It's got to be something super duper. All those guys back in the day in the early 80s, I guess, mid 80s. But Dolphins are really cool, I have to say.
It was the colors.
The colors, you see.
Yeah, I was a kid. It was the colors.
It was the colors, baby. It was the colors. So,
Chef, give it to me. I'm low.
I tell you what, very exciting news. By the way, we've been trying since August of 2018 to create our YouTube channel. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we've met the pinnacle that we've been trying hard, over 1,000 subscribers. So thanks to Martin County, you guys,
awesome.
Our Martin County football family, you put us over the top. So thank you.
It is amazing.
People go, oh, Mr. Beast has 5 million, whatever. I don't know how many subscribers he has. I said, you have no idea how hard it is to get to that 1,000 subscriber. And so we did it tonight. And hey, we did it at home. I love it. And Martin County's up 7-3. The Ayden-Grifton team is a lot better than what people think. So is our team.
Yeah.
A really good football game going on right now. And I tell you what, since the sun's gone down, it's a nice night.
Yeah.
Up here, we do have some air conditioning.
Yeah.
So unlike last week, the people treated us great at North
They did. They really did.
Lady, Matt Goddard, and everybody were very hospitable, but it was just hot. It had nothing to do with them, and we were outside because their press box, the air conditioning, went out, which is not their fault. And so they told us the smart thing to do was they were right, is to sit outside because it's cooler outside
than it was
inside in that box. In North Texas. So kudos to them for treating us great last week. Next week, we will be on the road at Northside on Thursday night because it's Labor Day weekend, and Bobby and I are going to be. I didn't know he's going to beat me up there to Michigan.
That's going to be an amazing
Bobby,
game.
I don't know if they can handle Bobby Williams, Bubba Rosenbaum, and David Richmond all in Ann Arbor. I don't think they can handle that.
Man, that's going to be tight there, Dave. I don't know about that. Hey, but you know the good part? I think, with Michigan being on a three-man, thing, you won't have to worry about, hardball there.
Yeah, no khaki pants will be there. Khaki pants will not be there.
Exactly.
So. I like Harbaugh. I'm just giving.
I do too.
I think Harbaugh is a great coach. And some people think sometimes he is. That's what you expect from a football
You
coach.
want that as a coach.
You don't want a coach to say,
yeah, you do. You want that as a coach.
Intensity, and the guys. I will say something about Harbaugh. He's a passionate guy, and I don't think the hamburgers or whatever. I think it's ridiculous for NCAA,
right?
That mess going on. But
they're doing this self-imposed right now.
But the Michigan AD that played with Harbaugh did this.
Yes.
So I don't think they get along very well, unfortunately for them and the Michigan family. We're getting ready to start the third quarter, folks. As the players for both sides are getting back on the field. Very exciting to be here with you tonight again. Appreciate we've had a lot of people viewing tonight as you're just joining us. 1,000 subscribers. And I want to give a shout out to we have Marty Shorter who says go Chargers. So we have Charger fans and Morton County fans. And we think Coach Cornwell, by the way, is a great guy. So I want to give a shout out to he and all the staff there. He's an East Carolina guy, so we're not going to say anything bad. Last week was the East Carolina guy with C.J. Wilson. This week with Paul Cornwell. So we'll see how the second half goes as Ayden-Grifton is getting ready to kick off here in the second half. Right to left. Coach is back with us. He's been patient with us as we've had a long halftime, and the kick is up the middle of the pack there. Oh, he has to fall on it, fumbled it, and he had to fall on it back about the 18-yard line or so on that away side, Coach. And you teach him all the time those drills. If you fumble the ball, just fall on the ball, right? In practice. Those drills, because you know that a game like this, that's a live ball.
And they got them backed up. And Coach Mills and I were watching the field goal kicker. He was booming.
A really good kick, a really good kicker, no doubt about it. All right, first down and 10. Martin County 7, Ayden-Grifton 3. 11:52, barely in the third quarter, under center for the quarterback. And a quick handoff. And goes through the tackles there. And got a few yards, 2 or 3 yards there, Coach.
Off tackle.
Right off tackle.
Yeah. It was over 82 down.
11:33 left to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're missing keys, come to the press box.
All right, and we have the players there for Martin County getting ready to line up, Coach, as we have a second down and 8, like we told you, 2-yard game. Shotgun formation. You got trips out to the right, right side. Hand off to the tailback. Oh, he's going from the left to right. There's a block. 25 cutback, 30, still on his feet. What a play, Coach. That looked like a dangerous play. He reversed it.
First down.
He was going to his left. He saw that he was in trouble. And then he goes backwards, which is the worst thing you can do running. That usually is, again, but that goes back to what you said last week, the speed of Martin County. Here they come back to line of scrimmage. That's just amazing, Coach. Gets a first down out of it, man. He got over 8 yards on that play, Coach. A busted play, pretty much. All right, under center, the quarterback, and they snap and break a tackle, break a third tackle, not, as there's two Ayden-Grifton defensive guys there to make the stop at about the 40-yard line of Martin County. 10 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Martin County 7, Ayden-Grifton 3. What a ball game, Coach. You and I need to do more games together. We've had 2 great games. If you're a fan, it's great. If you're a coach, you're sweating and about to have a heart attack. All right, under center is the quarterback. And the handoff at that left side is Shepard. He's going to the left. He's got some room. And did he get the first down? Number 2, Shepard, as Coach talked about, has got really good wheels. And yes, he did. The chain game, moving the chains, Coach. And you talked about last week, the option play, and let number 2 do what he does. He's incredible.
I pitched it to him.
All right, so first and 10 for Martin County.
No doubt about it, as we have our Bubba Rosenbaum. Appreciate Bubba very, very much for his help in the TSO studios.
First down, it's Martin.
There's an option play. He's going to go cut to his left. He cuts his right, cuts back. He's getting right close to midfield, and there's a penalty. Holding against Martin County. I think that's the 4th holding goal of the night. Definitely the 3rd, maybe 4th tonight, Coach.
If someone wants to listen to the game, what do they do?
So we have 2 options. You can go to Facebook or YouTube. If you're on Facebook, you can actually go to my page, and I've got the link right there on my homepage for YouTube. But it's the Sports Objective. If you search for the Sports Objective on Facebook or YouTube, but definitely it's a lot easier probably to find on YouTube. Just search in YouTube. Just search the Sports Objective, and you'll see there where it says Ayden-Grifton at Martin County, and you just click on that. All right, first down and 20, Coach. 8:54 in the third quarter. Shotgun formation there for the quarterback. We have running. We have a wide receiver. It's a long pass. Look out. And it is overthrown, Coach. He had one man to beat. I tell you what, Coach Sartain does not mind to throw a deep ball, does he, Coach?
No.
Going to bring out second down.
First and
Yep.
Second down now.
You got second down and 20.
Move down the field.
Stops the clock with 8:39 to go. If you're just joining us, Martin County 7, Ayden-Grifton 3. Here comes Martin County to the line of scrimmage. And so set again that shotgun formation with the back and the right beside him. 10 formation. Timeout, Martin County.
Timeout, Martin County.
All right, go ahead, Coach.
You want to save the timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I was going to say, because you're down to 3. You don't know what you're going to be facing, right, Coach? It's like it's like an insurance policy. You don't know what you might need to use it down the road.
You want to
keep them in your pocket. No question about it. We appreciate you guys so much. We've got so many people listening tonight. Thank you again for milestone, Coach. We're over 1,000 subscribers. And that's because of, guess what? Our Martin County people did that tonight for us. And my heart is just so full. You know how much I love Williamston and Martin County. And it's because of our friends at Martin County that did it. So Thank you so much for that. I'm sure there's we got some Ayden-Grifton fans. Marty Shorter, we talked about tonight. As you can see, Coach, he says "Go Chargers" right there on the screen. And he's on YouTube tonight. I want to give a shout out again to Marty. So we've got Charger fans and Martin County fans, Coach. And we talked about how much we love Coach Cornwell several times. He's the real deal.
And Dink Mill.
I didn't know that. And Ayden-Grifton? I didn't know that.
And
Ayden. When it was Ayden High School, right? Yeah. Before the merger. Okay. All right. So shotgun formation for Martin County. Back in the backfield. Snap. And it looks like it's going to be a pass. And it's underthrown right there at the 45. He would have had, that was a really, that throw, Coach, was at the shoelaces. I don't know how he would have called that one.
He would not.
I don't know if anybody that could have caught that ball. But anyway, the play clock going right now, 8:34 left, third down, and a long 20, Coach. 8:34 left in the third quarter, third down and 20. Shotgun formation back right beside the quarterback. There's a pass. Oh, there's swing pass, and he breaks at one. Look at that run. Oh, my goodness. He made a lot out of nothing, Coach. At Killebrew tonight, it's been a Killebrew show, Coach. Killebrew has been the star tonight, but Killebrew and Shepherd, a bright future. Those guys, I believe both are sophomores, Coach.
Yeah.
We got an injury. You see Mark Holiday from, by the way, give him a shout out from Porky's Backyard Barbecue, 805 East Boulevard in Williamston. He comes out, but it looks like he and give a shout out again to Dean McCall of Roanoke Therapy Services. Does a great job with physical therapy. Think a lot of Dean, and so appreciate him being here to help out. He helps out. We got a lot. You know what's great about our town, Coach? We got a lot of dedicated people like Dean and Mark every single year. It's not about, as a coach, we don't do it for the coaches, don't do it for the pay. We do it because we love the kids. We love the sport, but we love the kids even more. If you look at the number of times I've washed uniforms, it's probably, I think you said last week it was like 10 cents an hour. I think one time it was next to nothing. Fourth down and 10, 8:04 on the clock. The punt, decent punt there by Martin County. He catches the ball at the 33. Look out on the right side. He's got some daylight. And they finally did make the tackle. Did Martin County at the 35-yard line. Nice return, Coach. They did cut him off, but there was a second there. He had a chance to run one back, a punt return. But thankfully for Martin, if you're a Martin County fan, you're happy that it's going to be about the 35-yard line of Martin County.
Martin goes on defense.
Another thing that was, I want to mention too, another high snap, by the way, Coach. How important are the mechanics of, I know that you practice and practice. You did the
Tuesday, Thursday night.
All right, the play is blown dead. Looks like illegal formation. Ball start against Ayden-Grifton. That's ball start is 5 yards. 7:47 to go in the third quarter. Again, 7 Martin County, 3 Ayden-Grifton. Here we go as Ayden-Grifton with the ball. That snap running to the right side. He gets about 3 yards maybe. Second down and 7 coming up as that clock is 7:35, plenty of time left in the third quarter. And Coach, right now, if you call it Paul Cornwell, just chip it away. So we got a real tight ball game. You don't have to do anything fancy, right?
No.
All right, here's shotgun formation. You got twins to the left for Ayden-Grifton. Here it comes again. Snap. Hand off to the running back. It's right up the middle. There's a nice tackle there by Martin County, about the 36-yard line.
3 or 4 yards.
Third down coming up for
Our defense
Ayden-Grifton.
standing strong.
6:43 left in the third quarter. Third down and 11, Coach, coming up. So if you're, once again, we've said his name a lot. He's a disciple of Harold Robinson, Ronald Pugh. My hat's off to you, brother. You're doing a great job tonight. Great game plan, great play calling.
That guy down there, Joseph Daniels.
I've got flags on the field.
Flags on the play.
Let's see what they're going to say, Coach. Here comes the referee. Is that holding against Martin County? Holding against Martin County.
Penalties on Martin.
Again, if we're just putting this tonight, thank you for subscribing to YouTube. Over 1,000 subscribers now. We appreciate that very much. 6:27 left in the third quarter. It's Martin County 7, Ayden-Grifton 3. Third down and 2 coming up, Coach. Here's a snap. Tailback, and he's got it. Looks like. Oh, man, that's close, Coach.
Yeah, close.
I think he got it with 4 progress.
He'll go for it.
They're going to move the chains.
Oh, they're moving the chains. I thought he was a little short, but I know it was close. So depending on the spot of the ball, Coach. 6:14 left and counting for the third quarter. 7-3. Martin County over Ayden-Grifton. Nice formation, set up shotgun.
Let's go. Let's
Snap
go.
right to that handoff, and they are right there. A group of Martin County looks like a complete wall, Coach. Again, Martin County well coached again tonight by the defensive staff. The head person and won a championship for the man to my right, and that's Harold Robinson. Ronald Pugh, man, I tell you, you love that guy because he stayed home coaching these guys. I can't say enough. I mean, I could go on and on. We could do a whole show on Ronald Pugh. There's so many guys over the years you coached that have gone on to do great things, not only football but life, Coach. And that's one side, the right side, Coach.
Pass is complete.
A nice pass there
Going to the right side.
for Ayden-Grifton, that right side. 5:19 to go in the third quarter.
Ronald is Larry Johnson.
Just short. It's going to be a third down. Third down, folks.
Third down and 1 coming up, Coach. It looks like they were a little bit short. I thought they had the first down, another first down, but just a little short on that pass play to the right side of the away side, which is Ayden-Grifton, of course, of the field, away from the press box. All right, third down and 1. Here's a shotgun formation with a tailback. You have a receiver in motion and the handoff, and he got it.
Right going nowhere.
Oh, nowhere. Thought he got it for progress, but wow, Coach. 4th and 1. Nice play there. I knew it wasn't much, but I thought at least got a yard.
County defense all over the place.
And 4th down and 1, 4:54. I tell you, the speed of the offense, when you got guys playing both sides of the ball, you got last night and Coleman playing both sides, they can get to those runners very fast. Just like they can run the football fast, they can stop the run. Shotgun formation again for Ayden-Grifton. Back set, snap. Look to the left and a pass, and he's wide open, and it's touchdown, Ayden-Grifton. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Ayden-Grifton.
That was what we were talking about, Coach. You can be very patient. Coach, that would be Coach Cornwell. And suddenly a 7-0 ball game is getting ready to be, looks like 10-7. Ayden-Grifton will see as an extra point coming up. The attempt, the point after touchdown.
Ayden-Grifton attempts the extra point.
And getting ready to see the snap. The snap is up, and it is good.
Almost.
So Ayden-Grifton 10,
Extra point is good.
and now it's Ayden-Grifton 10 and Martin County 7. Coach, a really big moment for Martin County. What are you telling those players right now? You've been leading the whole game, nothing to worry about, right?
Nothing to worry about, David. It's a 3-point lead, and you got plenty of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to remind you
Again, don't panic. There's no reason to panic.
that
If you're down a whole bunch of scores, but you're literally only down a field goal, coach, so there's no, like you said, a 3-point game. So we want everybody to listening right now. It's 10-7 Ayden-Grifton. If you're a Charger fan, you're happy right now. You just took the lead. If you're a Martin County fan listening on YouTube and Facebook tonight, thank you so much. All right, so Ayden-Grifton getting ready to set up the kickoff, coach. Right to left. And here we are, and we have the referees, the officials are getting ready to move out of the way. And we're getting ready to kick off here again. Ayden-Grifton 10, they took the lead 10-7 over Martin County. There's a whistle.
Probably number 30 kicking off for Chargers.
And the kick is up in the air.
Hoops kick.
All right, good field position, coach. I thought they would kick it all the way off. They tried to catch Martin County off guard again. But good hands team there.
Catching the hoops kick, number 33, Richmond.
Because now we talk about speed, and you said that Martin County can score fast. That's why you don't panic, because it's 4:14 just in the third quarter. Even if it's the fourth quarter, coach, you got plenty of time. Wow, I thought for sure they would kick that one off. And now you're giving Martin County at the ball to start this drive, coach, at the 44-yard line of Martin County. Here we go, first down and 10, 4:14, Ayden-Grifton 10, Martin County 7. Under center is the quarterback. He moves around. He scrambles, and the pass is incomplete. He had a lot of pressure there, coach, coming.
He did.
Smart to get rid of that football.
Number 9, Darian Tillery.
He's looking for Tillery there. Good times, folks. Appreciate you listening in tonight. A lot of people doing that. It's actually now 10, Ayden-Grifton, Martin County 7. So we'll get that score change for you in just a second. Martin County moving here, coach, second down and 10, the 44-yard line. Timeout, Ayden-Grifton. While we have a chance, coach, we want to put that story on. We talked last week about how I used to play right behind the old Kentucky Fried Chicken. That was kind of like the outfield, if you will, for the baseball field. And my freshman year, 1987, the very first game was my freshman year. You moved down here in the Valley. I know you told the scoreboard about last week. How did you get this field built and have your very own football field?
Well, it all started with me going to the sport. And I said, if you don't want to give me a new stadium for our kids, then I'll pack up and leave.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well,
Miss Joyce Rogers said, you stay.
we got the money.
We went to the county commission and numerous times.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again for Martin County cheerleader.
We had meetings at school. Mr. George Harden, George Griffin,
Yeah.
Fred Harden,
George, of course, on Martin Supply for many years.
and they all funded.
We appreciate them very much for that.
Yeah, and we opened the stadium with a 7-0 win.
All right, let's run to the right side. There is a flag at the end of the play at the 49, right at midfield, coach. 4 minutes to go. great stories. You know how much I think of you, and we've got to name this field, folks, after Harold Robinson. We have a lot of Martin County people listening. Let's get this done because Coach is very special to me and a lot of people in Williamston and Martin County, and that would be a special thing that we could do for him. And thanks for all those years of dedication. All right, what was it, holding? I believe against, it looks like holding, yes, holding against Martin County. They're moving it back. I thought that was the case. As we tell a great story, we have a great story from Coach about how the stadium was built. We have a nice run, and then reality hits. We get those refs. The officials get Justin Butts is a dear friend of ours of the show. And he's forgetting on the officials, but please. All right, here we go. Shotgun. There's a pass, and it's over the middle and overthrown. Coach was close to that. Could have been intercepted. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 white shirts for Ayden-Grifton. If you're a coach, you're holding your breath. That doesn't get picked up.
They were in the zone coverage.
Wow, that was really close. Third down and 23:41 to go. Ayden-Grifton 10 and Martin County 7. Coach, what are you seeing right here?
Move it up the field, y'all. I say move it up. Will you say, Martin? Move it up.
35 defense, 35.
Move it up. Let's go.
Zone coverage.
And there's a quarterback moving to the left side. They tripped him up. Third down and 20. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Not a lot there as the clock is moving. 3:29 to go in the third quarter. And you got to punt this one away. There's just fourth down and 20.
Martin County.
Fourth down.
Careful.
All night long, we've had trouble with the quarterback center exchange coach, and also the exchange from the center to the punter. And we're very lucky to be in this game. I know it's 10, and there seems to be momentum for Ayden-Grifton right now. But we could be down several scores with the mistakes that Martin County. I guess you could say the same thing for Ayden-Grifton. All right, here is the punt. Delay of game on Martin County. Too long. Again, that's the third time tonight, Coach. 2:46 to go. And in a game of inches, we talk about not even yards. A game of inches, you don't want to give this team any extra yards, right? No freebies. No 5 yards, right, Coach?
2 minutes and 26 seconds to go.
So now it's fourth down and 25.
At Martin in the swamp.
2:46 to go in the third quarter. It's Ayden-Grifton 10, the Chargers 10, and Martin County 7. And here is a down to the 40. That was not much of a kick. Yep. Did they mark it at the 45 or the 45-yard line? So short field here for Ayden-Grifton. The defense, Coach, I was going to ask you, the defense has stepped up so many times, and these players are playing both sides of the ball. They got to be really tired.
Second half of play.
That's what Paul.
Ayden-Grifton takes over.
He was so excited about having that platooning.
Right, they've got 60 players this year, Coach, as he talked about in the pregame. 2:34 left in the third quarter. Ayden-Grifton 10, Martin County 7. Shotgun formation as they're moving right to left, and there is a penalty. Markers are down. And we're going to see who is jump. Was it offsides or was it a false start? The officials are huddling up right now. Easy for me to say. If you're just joining us, thank you to Charles Smith, Sir Charles Smith, on-site engineer, and Bubba Rosenbaum back in the studios. Oh, they waved the flags off, Coach.
After discussion by the officials,
they huddled up and said, "How many times did you say? What in the world are you doing?" Coach is over here shaking his head like, why did you call anything if you don't pick up the flag? Anyway, before I get in more trouble, 2:29 in the third quarter, Ayden-Grifton 10, Martin County 7. That's a first down and 10.
DeAndre Walker.
46-yard line of Ayden-Grifton, or excuse me, of Martin County. Shotgun formation as the quarterback is about at midfield. You see a receiver in motion. There's a snap to the tailback, maybe a couple of yards there, Coach. 2 yards, maybe 2:22. Second down and 8 coming up for Ayden-Grifton. 10-7 lead as they have the ball. They're trying to move from right to left. And I tell you what, this is things about both coaches. Just when you think you got to figure it out, they throw that long pass. They set you up for a run, a lot of runs. There's that screen passes for both teams. Screen, and there's a flag. I think it's going to be holding against Ayden-Grifton. We'll see that 1:54 with the stop clock. Ayden-Grifton 10 and holding against the Chargers as we thought. Got two of the best people in the business with Charles Smith and Harold Robinson. So I'm in between them, so they keep me straight when it comes to the penalties. Thank you to both of them very much for good eyes. I appreciate that very much. And Bubba's back in their studios. I know that he also has a great set of eyes when it comes to the game of football. 1:54, second down, Coach, and 19. This kills you right here because you had so much you could do, and now you're pinned all the way back to your own 44 when you're at the 44 of Martin County. The 46 of your own 46. Second down and 19, shotgun formation. Looks like movement again. It's going to be against Martin County. It looks like offsides. So now it's 5 yards. So they got 5 of the yards back, Coach. So we're just going to keep playing a game. Moving the ball up, moving the ball back, moving the ball. Oh man, where is Justin Butts when you need him? He called the JV game, Coach. His family. Justin's a great friend of ours. His family, I can't think of the name of the company, but they're the ones that have the equipment trucks, those 18-wheelers that drive to all the games for the Pirates. All right, shotgun formation and the snap and the pass and incomplete. We had 3. How about that? 3 Martin County guys right there. I tell you what, Coach, really impressed with how explosive these players are with the athleticism, and they're right there. They don't give you – it's a smothering defense. If you're a defensive guy like me, you absolutely love it. All right, third down and 14, 1:13 to go in the third quarter. By the way, saw in the stands tonight, Coach Brian Pascal, one of your disciples, is here. And Selena, they were up on the hill. I saw them earlier. Didn't get a chance. I had to run back because we were getting ready to start our broadcast. So I didn't get a chance to speak to Coach. Hopefully I'll see him after the game. All right, shotgun formation is we got trips to the left and the snap. He throws to the right side, and he bobbles it. He catches it. He's running, still running. And he's got, oh my goodness, not a first down, but he got about 8 of those yards, it looks like. 8. 1:13, and now the clock is going again.
Punt it.
They're going to punt the ball. Yep, punting play coming up as a punter is about at the 47-yard line of Ayden-Grifton. Back to receive is Martin County. And the snap up. Oh, man, that's a deep bounce, taking a deep bounce. And they're going to coach. They're going to pin them all the way back. That is Ayden-Grifton to Martin County to the 5-yard line. Nice punt.
Martin County takes over.
I tell you what a night. This has been one heck of a game, Coach. 36.8 seconds left of the third quarter as Ayden-Grifton 7, Martin County 7. And right now, like you said, plenty of time left, and we got a whole quarter left. So you run a couple plays. You're deep in your own territory. You don't want to do anything crazy. Where I always heard you say, when you're 5-yard line, only bad can happen out there, right?
Right, exactly, David. And
they break the huddle here.
All right, here they come back to the line of scrimmage, Coach. Looks like they maybe looks like a pass, and they've got twins to the left, Coach. He's going to keep it, and he's just trying to get any kind of away from that end zone, and he's got a few yards. Give a little cover. 23 seconds left. All right, and the clock is never said this. You never have. I made history with Coach tonight. I didn't know that. 10 seconds left. Coach has never said. I hadn't thought about that. You were always on the field. All right, that'll be 3, 2, 1. They're just going to let the quarter come to an end. That's the end of the third quarter. Ayden-Grifton 10 and Martin County 7. We got ourselves a fourth quarter game, as Bubba Rosenbaum always talks about. And look, anytime you can have a team and you get it to the fourth quarter, you got your team out in the fourth quarter. You've got a great defensive coordinator, that defensive staff. They kept you in the game, Coach. And you know, if you're Martin County, you got plenty of speed. You can put 2 or 3 touchdowns up here. Plenty of time. No doubt about it. Thanks to everybody listening in tonight. If you're just joining us, by the way, a lot of college football starting tomorrow, Coach. I was getting ready to say Coach Zero, Week 0, and a lot of games tomorrow. We talked about the Notre Dame game. Just want to get your thoughts on the Pirates this year. We got a week. The Pirates don't start until Labor Day weekend, week 1, if you will. I tell you what, the one thing about it, you love Coach Houston. They've got Donnie K, a lot of people that you know on that staff. And if you like those, they're not going to lie down. And I'll tell you what, I had a friend of mine today, a former player, told me today, when we go up there, we better punch them in the mouth early. Don't let them, Michigan, get any kind of rhythm.
There's 107,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for keys, please come to the press box.
You don't want to detonate that crowd.
Yes.
There's 107,000.
I hope I'll be cheering a lot a week from Saturday, Coach.
Teams take the field after the timeout. After the quarter change.
All right, and here we go.
Fourth quarter.
Martin County is going to be moving to the other side of the field. Right to left, Coach, for this quarter. And if they're going to win, it'll be at the end zone where the hill is. If you know what I'm talking about, as you first walk in the stadium, moving again right to left. I know Sheriff Tim Manning is usually standing up there. I haven't seen him. But if you know what I'm talking about, here we go. 2nd down and 7. Snap. Fumble. Oh, that could be trouble. There's a lot of people there fighting for the ball. And who's got the ball?
Oh, boy.
Looks like the Chargers has got the ball, Coach.
Fumble on the play. Looks like a recovery by the Chargers.
Well, we just talked about that right before the end of the third quarter. Dangerous territory, and you definitely didn't want to make – that's a huge mistake as you're down 10-7. You don't want to make anything easy, but that is down. I mean, the 4-yard line is just – well, let's see what the defense can do here, Coach. You need a defensive stand big time here. See if we can put Charles Smith. Can we get a jersey on Charles Smith real quick? 11:52 left. Quarterback under center, the pass. The run. And oh my, they were ready for him, Coach. That middle is not happening right now. Nice defensive adjustments by Martin County. 11:39. I tell you what, Coach, you know that they have a good kickers. You and Coach Mills talked about. If you can hold them here to 3, if you can get just a field goal that they only score, that's a huge victory, even if they get a field goal.
Yeah, it is.
11:36 left of this of the game as we're into the fourth quarter now. As Ayden-Grifton moving, they've got a wide receiver way out here to the right, to the press box side. Receiver in motion. Pitch it out wide, and he's in. Touchdown, Ayden-Grifton. 16-7 now.
Runner going wide.
No penalties on the field. I don't see any laundry, as they say. So now you've got a 16-7 game, and you've got a 2-point. Listen to me. You have a extra point, but it's a 2-possession game, is what I was trying to say. With 11:18 to go. All right, extra point attempt is coming. Waiting for the snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 17 for the Chargers of Ayden-Grifton, 7 for Martin County. Plenty of time left, Coach, 11:18, but you just hate that you give up that quick score and an easy score. You're worried about that. But now if you're Martin County, you got to shake that off. You got to have, as Bubba Rosenbaum is there in the studios, it's actually 17, Bubba, 17-7 now, 11:18 to go, as Ayden-Grifton got a fumble recovery about the 4-yard line of Martin County, and an easy score there for Paul Cornwell's team. You don't want to give up something that easy, but now you got to shake that off. And down 10, we got plenty of time. You can get a quick score here, or even if you take a while on the score, you got plenty of time. You just don't want to get down more than this right now, right, Coach?
Yeah, you don't.
When you have a great coach like Cornwell, 10 points can be almost like 20 or 21.
The Ayden-Grifton team is not going to make mistakes.
Right.
And Paul is across his team and not his eye.
Right. He knows he's been around the business for a long time, as they say, as a coach. As Ayden-Grifton getting ready to kick off left to right as a receiving team, Martin County waiting. And we have the kick. It is off, and a big kick over in. So that right side, the wayside, and he'll get a few yards. But that's about it, as it's about the 32-yard line of Martin County. But, Coach, like we talked about, decent field position here this time. And here, we were talking about how important the punting game. You remember that punter, the end of the third quarter, got it down to about the 5-yard line. They ended up helping them get a turnover. They get a score. So a 3-point game all of a sudden becomes, early in the fourth quarter, a 10-point game. Just like that. Things can change so quick in sports. 11-11 left in the ball game. Again, if you're just joining us, Ayden-Grifton 17, Martin County 7.
Riverside needs to move that. Martin needs to move down the field.
Fourth quarter here.
I think you did. You did.
Handoff to the left side. Oh my goodness, he is low. That was. I tell you what, Coach. I think, and I hope I'm wrong, but it looks like Martin County is a little tired. They're not making their cuts.
They're not getting up the line of scrimmage.
So there is second down and 15. A loss of 5 on the play.
Sir Charles was right last week. They were not conditioned.
They were not. He said they were. You were right about last week. They were not conditioned. You could tell that they were tired last week. And they're starting to.
Exactly.
It's starting to look like it's that way again.
They're wearing down.
They're last week, as you saw, this week. They're starting to, in the here now in early fourth quarter, they're not able to make those quick cuts like they are capable of making. But that just comes with experience and like you talk about conditions, and it's hot outside. Timeout on the field. Second down and 15 coming up for Martin County, by the way. 10:29 to go. We'll have our Porky's Backyard Barbecue post-game show, and we're hoping for a big comeback, and it starts right here. Charles Smith, I was expecting him to have his rally cap on, Coach, and he'll turn his YMCA hat backwards. We have a rally cap. We need a rally cap. I think you got people in the press box with hats on. They need to turn them on backwards here. All right, there goes Charles with the rally cap.
Let's do it.
Got a rally cap right now for Martin County. 10:29 left to go in the game. Coach, are you going to call a pass play here on 2nd and 15? Or maybe if you see something, I guess what do you the option? That option number 2, Shepard, who was fantastic. A lot of speed, though. All right, the snap. Oh, he's running. Oh, man, he's going there. He's going. Coach, he's going. He's got a little bit of room. And that's exactly what you need to do, Coach. You were talking about that with the speed. And look, they're moving the chain. Oh, 2nd down and 3. You got 7 yards on that, Coach. Wally Bass Knight there on the run, the quarterback, 10 minutes to go in the game. 3rd down, and make that 3rd down and 6, 3rd down and 7.
I let him run it again.
Yeah, they can't stop him, Coach. You're right about that.
3rd down play.
He looks Bass Knight looks still in pretty good there. All right, we've got twins to the left here, the left side. All right, looks back. He's got that screen pass. Killebrew, not much there. Fumble. Oh, man, the fumble again. Does that ever, when you're tired, does that ever affect you with as far as fumbling? That's what I've been worried about when I saw that a while ago on that, where right before the score for Ayden-Grifton.
It wears you out. If you have a player run a long run distance, you flag down.
Flag down, by the way, Coach. Roughing the passer. Wow.
That's going to go.
Huge break, Coach.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer. Oh, my goodness. A automatic first down. And you get the 15 yards, Coach. And your coach is.
Rally, rally,
I'm glad Coach didn't take his headset and throw him down. I can look at him, see the coach in him. The coach in him, he was getting upset right there. But it does help out Martin County. But he was like, my goodness, you have a great play on defense, and then you have a roughing the passer, and all it gives you new life. 9 minutes to go in the game. There's a snap, shotgun formation, and looking. He's moving. Oh, my goodness. Somehow he made it back to Coach he might have got a yard on that. It looked like it was about a 10-yard loss.
Yeah.
So maybe they aren't as tired as I think they are, Coach. Some of the players are still looking sharp. So they're doing it a lot better than I can do. That's for sure. 8 minutes, and even when I was their age, 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go left in this ball game. And if you're just joining us, it's Ayden-Grifton, the Chargers 17. And we have, in fact, they only scored 3 points in the first half, but have put up 2 touchdowns in the one of the third quarter and early in the fourth. Receiver in motion there for Martin. You got twins to the left. Looking, Killebrew. Here we going, and flag down, holding. Looks like it's going to be holding. It's at the 40-yard line. Usually when it's at the line of scrimmage, Coach, unfortunately, we know what that's going to be.
Flag on play.
And the referee is conferring with the officials now. But I believe that it's going to be – now they're all getting together. Where are we going to eat after the game is what they're saying, Coach.
I used to have pizza at the Holiday Inn.
Pizzas at the Holiday Inn for them? All right. I miss Cobb's Corner and the Holiday Inn a lot.
Yeah.
We used to eat breakfast there a lot. Yep, holding against Martin County. Just when we think there was any kind of positive play, I think that's about the 6th holding penalty. It's the 5th or 6th one tonight on Martin County at least.
Either you're letting it happen, or you're coaching. Mike 14 has gotten its lack of difference.
Got to get it where they have got that holding there. 8 minutes and 3 seconds. Now the clock is moving 8 minutes even left in this ball game, and you're back at your 35, Coach. You've got to score twice with that clock moving. Not that it's a factor, but still you've got to get something going here. All right, snap back. And there's the white jerseys, and they have got him oh my goodness, all the way back to about the 23. Back. Going backwards, that's not the direction you want to go, Coach. Third and way long. Third in Washington. Third to Coach's house. Is about the first down marker. It's a long third down. Hey, Coach, it's third down and 25.
Third and 25.
Yeah. I told you it was third to Coach's house in Washington.
Yeah.
That's good. What kind of plays he had in his playbook for that?
Yeah, third down and 25. You're going to have to throw a miracle here. Throws the pass. He just right before the line of scrimmage, he throws a pass, but it was way low for the intended receiver. So that's coming down to fourth down and 20.
Why, David. They don't have a draw.
I was going to ask you about that. I forgot. You brought that up in the first quarter. I thought about that very play. The quarterback draw. You have some kind of draw, and you got as many good athletes as you have, Coach. That's a perfect play to call. All right, fourth down and 25, 6:54. He gives hey, Coach, fourth down and 25. Didn't have any chance, but you got to punt this ball. Pray to God, please let it be a good snap. Martin County for Ayden-Grifton, you want it low. All right, here we go. Fourth down and 25, 6:54 to go.
They don't have enough men on the field.
Oh, you're right. That's an 11-man. Oh, man, delay of game because you had 10 players on the field. He runs on the last second, and as he gets to the line of scrimmage, the play clock goes to 0. Oh, my goodness. We can just keep moving backwards. Fourth down, and it's actually now fourth down in Chocowinity. It's past Coach's house now. And the snap. And it is a good punt at the 50, 48. He's running that left side. He's got room. He's running. And a touchdown saving tackle about the 18-yard line. It looks like it's way over on that Ayden-Grifton side, Coach. But, wow, nice run there. You got to give him credit where credit's due. Appreciate you very much for listening tonight. 6:39 to go. Flag on the play.
They're going to add some more yardage to this place from 20.
Yep, against Martin.
It's against the Martin County football team.
The infraction is on Martin County.
The person goes from there.
Back up a little bit more. We're going to keep it good.
By the way, Northside is up 19-0, Coach, on Swansboro in the third quarter. Northside lost last week to Clinton 40-7. We'll be on the air at 6:40 next Thursday night. Coach will be with Professor Phil Willard, 2 former ADs. Phil retired in June, the end of June, here at Riverside. Appreciate everything he did for then Riverside Athletics. Now we're Martin County Athletics. So we appreciate him very, very much.
Yeah, first and goal.
First and 10. And here's another chance for them to score more points, Coach.
Yeah.
Deep, very deep.
They will.
And as he said, we'll score. Timeout, Martin County.
Yeah. Martin County.
6 minutes, 39 seconds to go.
6:39 to go, 17-7. If they score here, that's going to be at least 24-7. That will be really hard to come back from. By the way, got a text from the professor. He says, great job. Tell Coach Robinson, hey. So Coach Phil Willard, he's going to be with us next week. As I'm traveling to Michigan on Thursday, we'll be by the time you guys do the game, we will be probably in West Virginia, Coach, but we'll be tuning in. I'll be tuning in, listening. I'm not going to be watching, obviously, because we have a broadcast. We do that because there's a video stream, and we don't want to, obviously, there's a video TV agreement, so we want to broadcast. Obviously, we're not going to do anything that's not right. So 6:39 to go in this game. What's not right, if you're a Martin County fan, is the scoreboard as Ayden-Grifton 17, the Chargers over Martin County. And like we talked about last week, Coach, you have a third quarter. It's a tight game, and then things fall apart in the fourth quarter. And it looks like with C.J. Wilson's team last week did with the Panthers, they pulled away in the fourth quarter. And if you don't get a defensive stop here, then it's going to be really difficult to come back and beat the Chargers. So we'll see. You got a great coach in Paul Cornwall, as we talked about a lot tonight. Okay, here we go. Both teams are lining up. You got Twins right. They're spreading the field out, Coach. Shotgun formation. Snap. And the running back. Oh my goodness. How did he come up with that ball? That was a huge play. I don't know if that was a fumble or if he took it away from him. It was a fumble. And then the recovery by Martin County all the way stripped the ball all the way to the 38. So it looked like there was a chance for Ayden-Grifton to score, and the coach right beside me said, "Not so fast, my friend." Oh my goodness, what a play. The 38-yard line, giving life to Martin County. Yes. Just when you thought the game could be over. I mean, it's just like that, isn't it, Coach? How man could swing in that one play. We'll see right here as Martin County is going right to left. 6:29 down 10 points, 17-7 to Ayden-Grifton. Can they make a comeback? We're getting ready to find out. Snap and the handoff for that right side, and we'll see how much blocking. Not very much there, as I don't think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A couple of 200 yards lost there on the play. I believe it'll be 2nd down and 13. There's a lot of black jerseys and white jerseys, so whenever I can see 2nd down and 13, as I said. Here, 6:02, 6 minutes to go, Coach. Time may be becoming a factor. We'll see how quick Martin County can score. This is a time that you definitely want to have, like you said, the draw, the option, anything that we can get a touchdown very quick and then kick it off deep. I think the defense has played well tonight. You don't want to give Ayden-Grifton a short field. All right, running again to that left side. And, extracurricular. Oh, my goodness.
Going now.
Oh, man, they're going to be – I think both of those players are going to be ejected. They've got players – the coaches are running on the field trying to get the players away, including Coach Sartain. Good job by the officials, Coach. Good job by the coaches. I know if you're Coach Sartain, you're very angry there, as that was not a smart play. And let's see, just the emotions may be high, but when you're down 10 points with 5:34 to go, Coach, I think both players, there's going to be a player from both teams ejected, Coach. There was one Ayden-Grifton player and one, it looked like they didn't land, but there were punches.
Here comes the police security.
The security is coming out here, by the way, folks. So we'll see what's going on as we have sheriff's deputies. We have 4 sheriff's deputies that are on the Martin County sideline. We'll just see if they're trying to make sure. I think they're trying, Coach. I think they're trying to make sure the fans don't get involved. That is the worst thing that can happen to our sport.
Behind the bench is a bunch of people.
As they said, right behind the bench, there's a bunch of people. And so all of a sudden, the 4 sheriff's deputies, we need to get those people back.
Yes.
We need to get those people back, and they need to be off the field. that's not a good look. If I'm sorry, but we need to make sure this is an actual bowl game, and emotions are high, yes, but we don't need anything to happen. Now we have a long delay. You've got every official together as they should be, Coach. And I have to say the officials did a great job there. We give them a hard time. They did a nice job. That thing could have been really bad between players, coaches, and fans. They did a nice job. Coaches came out. They were trying to do everything they could to get the players away. I know this is a tight ball game, but how do you feel? What are you saying right now to your players?
You're saying don't let it get out of hand. And those kids, with Ayden-Grifton and kids, will be finished for a week.
So they're going to not play the Thursday night game, the Labor Day early game, if you will. They're going to have to miss, and that's bad if you're that hurts your team. So we're making obviously the deputies are making sure these players, the fans need to make sure that they get back in the stands and away from that fence. Okay, here's the call from personal foul, Martin County, personal foul, Ayden-Grifton, offsetting penalties, ejected. Tillery it's going to be Tillery, coach, for Martin County, and I believe it's because Tillery is Darion McTillery, number 9. Coach, it looked like, and I wish I had the replay. We don't, but it looked like he was throwing, even though he didn't land the punch, it looked like he started to punch. And I think that's why it didn't land. But so he's out for Thursday night at Northside. It's a terrible thing. And again, nice job. Give a shout out to Tim Manning and all the deputies of Martin County as they were making sure the fans did not get involved, because that could have been ugly very quick. 55, yeah, the 2 players we talked about for 55 for Ayden-Grifton, he's out also, coach. So that's exactly what that should happen. And he threw it, and he threw his helmet, by the way, folks. He is kicked out of the game. He just threw his helmet about the 20-yard line.
They got to more the stadium.
Yeah, he may have in this game. They do that.
Wow, this is not what you want, but it's part of the game, the ugly part of the game. 5:34.
Penalties, offset, ejections for both teams. Number 9 for Martin.
9 Tillery. As our great PA announcer Mike Bennett doing a great job as always to our left, and he said we said 5:34 to go. Coach, that's just a terrible thing that we can't have. I know that I know that both coaches are upset about that right now. All right, second down. So we have a second down and 4, coach. We'll set the stage for you. It's 17-7. Ayden-Grifton over Martin County. 5:34 to go. Second down and 4. We're trying to get the order back in here as back the sense of normalcy, coach. We had a nice little rhythm going in the game. It's a shame that one play, and we're already at 9:56.
Ladies and gentlemen, Friday night football. Let's get to it.
All right, here we go. Snap. Snap is up. All right, gets out a little screen. Pass. Third down and 4, coach. You got to get something here, coach. Not say we're desperate, but down 10 points, 5:17 left in the bowl game. You've got to get a score.
You got a Northside team play, and that's a good Northside team.
Third down for Marco.
Very good. They have a great program.
Let's
for many,
go,
many
Marco.
years.
What do you say? Let's go. Let's go.
Third down and 4.
Let's go.
You got to keep this drive alive. Shotgun formation, snap, handoff. He's got to break a tackle, and Very, oh my goodness, he's so close, Coach.
You go for it.
You got to go for it here because it's you're down 10 with 5 minutes to go. Fourth down, and it's less than a yard. Oh, they're moving the chains. They gave it to them. Okay. That's even better if you're Martin County. That was really close. 5 minutes and 1 second to go as they stop the clock. All right, Coach, got a little break there as first down. The spot was favorable to Martin County. Less than 5 minutes as that clock is rolling. You got to really speed this up here. Down 10 points. If you're Coach Sartain and company. Here we go with the
first down is Martin.
All right, you got receivers out to your left and your right.
I'd run the quarterback.
Run the quarterback is what Coach is saying. Let's see. There he is. There you good call by Coach. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but that's the right call. I told Coach that he must have heard you in your headset to him last week when he called that touchdown. He called it, and the next play was right on the money. Let's see here. Second down and 10, 4:13 to go. Just joining us, it's Ayden-Grifton 17. The Chargers are over Martin County 17-7 as Martin County is in the huddle still. And that clock is rolling, Coach, down to 4 minutes, and you're just at your 49. You got to speed things up a little bit here as you got to get a touchdown and a field goal. Oh, nice. That's exactly what you call, Coach. You've been talking about the option.
There are people that don't do that.
Going down the field.
They don't know how.
Option.
Third down for Martin.
You got to ride it.
All right, a big third down coming up, Coach. We've got half those yards. 5 yards on the carry there. Third down and 5. You got 3:15. Clock starting to become a little bit of a factor as you got to get a touchdown and you got to get a field goal as you're down 10 points. All right, it was snapped to the quarterback and immediately started running. Fourth down, and you got to go for it here, Coach. You got to go for it on every fourth down. You cannot give them the ball back. Fourth down and 5 coming up, and that clock is just really taking its toll on this, Coach. 2:44, 2:43. This may be a ball game here, Coach, because you're down to 2.5 minutes. And I just don't understand. They're taking so much time here in the huddle. Down 10 points, fourth, and you got a 4th and 5 at their 46-yard line. Let's see if we can get a quick score here. Martin County coming up the line of scrimmage, 2:17, and it's delay of game. Delay of game, Coach. That's the 4th and 5th delay of game, Coach. It's got to be at least for Martin County. So penalties have been a huge thing tonight against Martin County. When they're looking at this film, I know that they're going to be doing that. Appreciate Porky's Backyard Barbecue, our sponsor. We'll have the post-game show coming up in a little bit. Our very own Sir Charles Smith. Appreciate you, bro. He's right here to my left. Coach is to my right. Martin County coming back to the line of scrimmage. 2:04, 2:03, 2:02. The clock is running. Twins to the left. Shotgun formation. And a snap and a fumble. Oh, my goodness, Coach. That is one of we talked about penalties tonight and how many times that we've seen that quarterback, the center exchange to the quarterback has not been good tonight. So, again, if you have a storyline from this game, and we're looking back on it during the season, we can talk about penalties. You can talk about mistakes, well, like that very thing, right?
Yeah.
1 minute, 49 seconds to go in the competition.
All right, 1:49,
Your
Coach.
score in the swamp. Martin County 7.
Do you believe in miracles? Al Michaels would say, but it's really coming down to we got to have some kind of miracle here, Coach. Well, you could have Coach, you could have a pick six right here. Anything is possible still, but that clock is starting to really become a factor. 1:49 left in this ball game. You have Twins out to the left, one out here to the right towards the press box, and delay a game on Ayden-Grifton, Coach. You would think that this is a scrimmage tonight, and it's the second game of the regular season. Both teams have had a lot of penalties.
Yeah, man.
1:48 left to go, Coach. And how frustrated are you as a head coach? The head coach is still in that I see you take every time there's a it doesn't matter if it's Martin County or Ayden-Grifton, you're just shaking your head because you know that how frustrated coaches are. All right, the snap here to Ayden-Grifton, the running back. He's running and tackled at the 42-yard line of Martin County. So, Coach, right now, this is pretty much just keep that clock going if you're Ayden-Grifton, and you've got about maybe one or two more plays that you can run it all the way down, right? So it looks like, unfortunately, that Martin County is going to 0-2. Another road game coming up next Thursday night. We'll see 1:15, 1:14. They're coming slow up to the line of scrimmage. Is Ayden-Grifton, as they should be, taking all the time that they need to. 1:05, 1:04, 1:03. They're going to run it all the way down to a few seconds before that. There you go, 2 seconds, and run to the right side. He's cut back to the left a little bit to the 37-yard line, and that is one of those things where that clock is really a factor now, Coach. As you see, a lot of Martin County folks, faithful, are leaving the stadium now. 37, 36, 35. I think it's pretty much in the books now. 30 seconds to go. 3rd down and 5. They're gonna kneel down, victory formation, and there's a kneel, and I think that's gonna be it. 23 seconds to go. I don't think they need to. Nope, they don't need to snap it anymore, Coach. Well, the good thing tonight is I got a chance to work with you. I got a chance to work with Charles Smith and for Bubba. All right, 7, 6, 5. All right, 3, 2, 1. Final score: Ayden-Grifton 17 and Martin County 7. Martin County goes to 0-2, and we'll do a post-game show now in just a few minutes, Coach. I just want to, as the players and coaches are lining up, you want to see that sportsmanship, Coach. This is a game that Martin County really needed to have. Both teams needed it really bad, but now you're 0-2. You're going on the road, and now you got to play a really good north side side. So that's going to be really difficult. If you're looking at this tape, what we saw tonight, we've got to clean up on the penalties. Certainly the exchange from the quarterback to the center has got to be improved, right?
You got to get in shape. You got to get the kids in condition, and you got to eliminate
the response and be responsibly good, hard-nosed, responsible football. And as you said, the word that comes to mind is the coach discipline. They've got to be disciplined when they're out there, because that ejection hurts you. You lose a player tonight, and you just can't. Tillery is out for the Northside game now, number 9 for next week.
And it's like I said, that's all right. You got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if there is anyone who has lost their key.
And Bubba Rosenbaum is back with us. Bubba, a tough night at the office. As once again, looked like the early in the fourth quarter, you started to see Martin County kind of get tired, as we talked about the 10, 11-minute mark, Coach, early in that fourth quarter. And if you're conditioning the summertime and you're conditioning the fall camp, that's what you got to work on. We saw early in the game a guy go. It was actually Shepard went down. Remember, for cramps. Not as many cramps tonight, so that was good. Bubba, do you? I know you're back with us, Bubba. If you can hear me, Want to see how games across the state. I know that we were talking about Northside was up big.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, Dave. I couldn't hear you very well. A lot of background noise there. But, yeah, next week's opponent, north side of Jacksonville, 19, Swansboro, nothing.
Yeah, go ahead, Bubba.
Yeah, next week's opponent, north side of Jacksonville, 19, Swansboro, nothing. That was in the third quarter. I'll see if I can get an updated score there. Here in the western part of the state, in the 3A ranks, North Davidson fell to Northwest Guilford in non-conference play 27-0. Davie County was defeating West Rowan 33-14 in the second half. Let's see. West Forsyth was defeating Oak Grove. I believe it was 32-27 late in that game, and then Ledford was all over West Davidson. That was 42-0. Early third quarter. So, a lot of the top scores from around the state, you can go to @highschoolot, and we'll see if we can provide you with some of those before we sign off here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, Coach, again, we're talking about film, and let's talk about now. I know unfortunately, you had tough losses. So you basically, what you want to do with this team is, I know that the coaches and the players are hurt right now because they put so much time and effort in this. What can you do from now moving forward? Knowing, and another thing that's tough is you got a short week.
You got a short week, and you got to start getting in shape. I said earlier, starting school is the most important thing to me, because you'll start school Monday.
Yep.
And you'll not be in shape to do that.
It's really tough. You get behind the 8 ball fast, don't you? That's why it's so crucial. Every single play that you're doing and practicing. So,
and running,
conditioning, because it's the same way with any sport. But when you, like my son, I told him, I remember that last year in 2022. You're not just standing there shooting the basketball. You're running up and down. I said, you run 3 miles in a game. And I don't know how much it is in football, but it's a lot. And so just like soccer, you think about every sport you play, Coach, track and field, you got to be in good shape. And so we hope that these guys will continue to learn. I know it's a young team. Coach Cornwell's got a young team. They're 2-0 going on next week. And then, again, if you're just joining us, it was 17 for Ayden-Grifton, 7 for Martin County. Here's your final. So we appreciate you tuning in. Bubba, do you have some more scores before we get out of here with the Porky's Backyard Barbecue post-game show?
I don't have anything else for you, Dave. Obviously, I was at the North Davidson game tonight, so I'm not really able to check a ton of scores. I will say, folks, who love college football, 7 games tomorrow. So great to have college football back. Looking forward to watching some college football, beginning with Navy and number 13 Notre Dame in Dublin, Ireland. I believe that one's at 2:30 on NBC. That's the first game of the day.
I can't wait, Bubba. It's going to be great. Is that we're going to be driving up to D.C., Coach. A few of us, I'm a big Redskins, Commanders, whatever name you want to call them, and we're going to see that game tomorrow night as they're hosting the Bengals. So we'll have to see how 2-0 for Washington. We'll see how they do, but that's a 6 o'clock start. So looking forward to that. And again, want to remind everybody, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can also like our Facebook page. We have a lot of great programming in addition to Friday Night Football with Martin County. So make sure that you do that and hit the reminder bell, and that way you can, if you're just listening for the games every Friday night, it'll pop up where you'll know that you can listen to us. Coach, do you have any final thoughts before we go?
I hope that Coach Sartain Mike can get this team.
You got to pull that piece back and then pull it out. Right?
Because he got a quick team.
He's got a really good team, and Chargers now, as Bubba just put up on the screen, are 2-0, and Martin County now 0-2, and you're on the road on Thursday night. It's going to be tough, but just keep working. All you can do is just keep working at it, keep plugging. That's what my dad always says, just like you, Coach. So keep plugging, keep working hard, and we'll be on airtime with Professor Phil Willard at 6:40, along with Coach and Northside, and we also have Al Cannon will be joining us next week. All right, Bubba, we'll pass it back to you, brother. Appreciate all your hard work. And again, our airtime is next. That'll be next Friday at 6:40. For Coach, I want to give a shout out again to Charles Smith, Bobby, everybody here, Wes Hughes, the athletic director, all the coaches, Coach Sartain and Coach Cornwell for helping us out. Thank you, Bubba. We'll pass it back to you here on our Porky's Backyard Barbecue school or post-game show. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next Thursday night.
You've been listening to Martin County Football on the Sports Objective. Tune in all season long as Dave Richmond and Coach Harold Robinson bring you all the action. Listen to the archive of tonight's game on YouTube, Facebook, and most places podcasts are found. Follow us on social media at the Sports OBJ on X, at the Sports Objective on Instagram and TikTok. Like and follow our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join us next Friday night for more Martin County football right here on the Sports Objective.